Yeah, I'm live. I'm setting up one of the wallet. Let me check if the microphone is set up correctly here. So yeah, you should be hearing me well. I decided today I'm going to get the better camera, so I can have the proper live stream. Because I thought live stream is so much fun, probably more fun than recording video. Although I enjoy both of these things, but hopefully, um, if I would be able to get some more subscribers, then I can do the live streams more often. Yo, Paul, here's the link. I sent you on Twitter. Not sure if you've got it. So today chat will be. Oh, I need to change the title, right? With Paul, and that Paul is viewer. It's the important part of this. Okay. Hey, Paul, how's it
Hey,
going?
good morning.
Good morning. It's morning for you, not for me.
Right, right.
What
It's
time is it there?
7:42. Let me get on the right page here.
Wow,
There we are.
you wake up so early.
Well, it is what it is. I used to get up a lot earlier. I used to be like a 5:30 waker, but again, I'm working nights now, so I don't even get home till
Why
11:30.
would you
So
wake up so early? Is it like there is
uh
no Reda. Someone commenting. This is not Reda. This is not Reda. That was other live chat. Go to other live chat. There was Reda. This is Paul.
good morning. Or good or happy Thanksgiving for everyone in the United States, I guess.
Oh, thank you,
You
Paul. We
you
don't
don't
have it.
celebrate
No,
Thanksgiving.
no, nothing,
You're not
nothing.
eating
No,
turkey today?
no. I
Me neither.
wish. I wish. Yeah, you seem like the man with no family. Viewing live, no
Yep.
meeting. Everyone celebrate. You look through the window and you see the families meeting each other, and you staying alone in your room. The
So
tears
I was
dropping.
like throwing it out yesterday to everyone, like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" Trying to get an invite somewhere, but no takers. No one wants
Nothing
Opal
worked.
at their house. I didn't
I
get
actually
any
enjoy.
invites.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that, but sorry that I'm looking on my phone, but
Yeah, no problem.
because I'm just setting up the wallet. I actually enjoyed that. The first time I was like, I think it was my birthday, and I was abroad, so I didn't have like many friends, and I decided to get the day off because it's my birthday, and I was so lonely, like it just felt so bad. And since then, I kind of pretend I have no birthday. If I have possibility to work, I'm working. Back then I was working, so I just next year I decided to work that day. I don't know if you have possibility to work on the Thanksgiving, but I
No,
was
no
taking this and
possibility.
it was so much more fun to work that day than
So
actually celebrating anything.
I have worked Thanksgivings and other restaurants, and you do really well because anyone that's out on Thanksgiving is going to tip you out well, and usually it's a short shift and a ton of money. But
Oh
the
yeah.
restaurant it's a live music venue that I work at, and we're closed today. And the doctor I work for is already out of town. Like I said, I had like that one last week I worked every day, and then he's
Yeah.
gone again to California. So I'm now 3 or 4 weeks, and I won't have much
So
to do.
one of your job is that you are a dental assistant, right?
Dental
That's
hygienist. I'm a licensed
s-
hygienist.
hygienist. What's the
Yeah.
hygienist does?
Well, your main function is to clean teeth, but since I'm in a small practice, I'm also my dentist assistant, so I do
So
everything.
so you had
But
to do
I
the college for this?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, the most important thing is your licensure, but yeah, you have to go through an accredited program, either a 2 year or 4 year. So I have a 4 year degree in dental hygiene, but I've been in restaurant industry my whole life and I'm a bartender. And so my buddy
So
owns this nightclub and restaurant, and I manage that and bartend there too at night.
so you have two jobs. So you work as the bartender in under. Oh, I used to be bartender for a very short period of time. So when I moved to UK, Oh, by the way, my friend Chris from Hong Kong was really enjoying your last live stream. He sent me, oh,
Yeah,
that was such,
Christopher Edwards Bailey. I think I follow him on Twitter now.
yeah.
He's kind of a regular.
Yeah, so Chris is my friend from Hong Kong. I met Chris
Nice.
in Hong Kong, and we are friends. So soon
Is he
I'm
still
gonna
there?
meet. Yeah, yeah. He enjoy Hong Kong. Like he could say probably speak for himself. He can actually join if he wants. So Chris, let me know if you want to join. But yeah, Chris is from Liverpool, and he used to work in finance, in accounting for like past 6 years or seven. So sorry, sorry for like talking about your personal life, Chris. But I think this year Chris will get the um, permanent residency in Hong Kong this year. I think that's the, in Hong Kong you will never be able to get the citizenship passport. Like in most places in Asia, actually you can't do it. So you can't become American. You cannot become Chinese, or I don't think you can become Korean. I don't know. Maybe there is the ways, but that's very difficult. So the best way you can become in Hong Kong have the um permanent residency, but never citizenship. So
What's your
that's the best I will be able to get as well. But my girlfriend, if she marry with me and she decide to spend some life in Poland, she can become Polish, right? She can get the citizenship, but I'll never. So you still bartending?
me? Yeah. So I was promoted to general manager, but since there's nobody to hire to take my job as the
Yeah.
bartender, I do both, which is, I mean, it's beneficial for me because now I'm a salary position manager that makes tips. So it's
So
a pretty good
you
earning opportunity, to
so
say the
you
least.
work nights now in the bar.
In the bar, yeah, start about 4 o'clock and we get done. I get home about 11.
Do you have any restrictions there? No, US doesn't have.
What do you mean restriction? COVID restrictions?
Yeah, there's no.
No, not in Arizona.
Yeah, same Poland. Now no restrictions. All bar are open. I
Yeah,
don't
we
go out to the bars anyway anymore. But yeah, but US is I saw like US is really open. I think
so
is.
and our bar is that, and the music venue is all outside. So it's kind of unique in that fashion
Oh
that it's pretty COVID friendly that you're sitting outside and
yeah,
you're not in a box.
but overall, what's the spirit there? No one cares anymore, right? No one
About
really
what?
cares. Like COVID, no one really.
No, not really.
Same
I mean,
same
I
here.
my favorite cocktail, by the way, is the old fashioned. Someone just asked that.
Oh
Can't go
okay.
wrong there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Old
the
fashioned. Old fashioned for me if I'm going out drinking. Again, I'm very I keep my alcohol consumption to a very limited amount. It just doesn't work for me anymore. My
easy
body
to
hates
gain weight.
alcohol. Yeah, and it's extra calories. Who needs it? So, but when I do go out, I have an old fashioned every time, 100%.
I used to like Bramble. Is it
Yeah,
correct?
I don't know
I
Brumble.
let me check. Uh,
So, what's your status on your
yeah, it's
go to
Bramble. It's
Hong
official
Kong?
cocktail. Sorry.
Brumble.
Yeah,
Well, I
Bramble.
don't know everything. What's your
And
go for Hong Kong? Are you still looking to travel then and
yeah,
move
I'm
back to
I'm
Hong
going.
Kong?
I'm going very soon. I'm going very soon.
And
I
it,
was saying about no one caring because no one care about like COVID in Poland, no one care in US and in most of the places. But Hong
but
Kong
they
still
do.
living by this. Hong Kong still
Yeah,
living by this. Oh, there we have one case in this week. That's a tragedy. Everyone's gonna die, right? Like that's kind of atmosphere in Hong Kong, like seriously.
right.
But I'm going there. I'm going 20. My mom will be very sad. So 24th is like Christmas Eve in Poland, and I'm leaving 24th.
Okay. And then you'll have
So
to do the 2 weeks. You're going to be quarantined.
yes, and then when I arrive Hong Kong, there is hotel booked for 2 weeks. You have to book prior to traveling,
Right.
and you are locked in the hotel for like 2 weeks. They bring you 3 meals a day. They drop it under the door, and every 3 days they come testing you as well in the full suit.
Right. They're
The
hazmat.
yeah, it's very, very different. which I think is very dangerous approach at this moment. What they do, but
In what sense?
that's one. But I'm not the virologist. I like to read about viruses, and uh, yeah, Chris, it's kind of everyone. You know what? I'm worried now because we have spike of course, is the winter, so we have spike of cases Poland and Germany, and I'm flying from Germany. So I'm afraid they will increase because for for United States, for example, Hong Kong has 3 weeks of quarantine, which is a, not backed by any science right now,
Right.
because they never detected, I think,
Nothing in the
maybe
third
in the
week,
past
right?
in the third week. um I don't even, no one even followed the new mutations in the world, Chris. Only Hong Kong probably followed the new mutations. No one cared. Is Hong Kong living like, oh, like they are here? I think that there's new mutations appearing every few months. That's normal, right? But the thing why I think it's such a wrong approach, because like, let's say those who wanted to get vaccinated got vaccinated, right? And I hope as many people as possible. And then you have like the open economy in US, open here. So those who get sick, and the immunity is always circulating. But Hong Kong whatsoever basically has not great vaccination rates and no infections at all. So there is no immunity at all. And since the morning and evening, everyone wears the masks, indoor, outdoor. So basically, if they're gonna live like this for 2 or 3 years, the whole world already have adapted to the pandemic. They have whether natural or vaccine-induced immunity, while Hong Kong will open with nothing. And there will be massive spike in cases, because it will be so. The Hong Kong,
Absolutely.
I'm afraid that they will stay forever closed, or I don't know
Yeah.
what they're thinking. So this is because even Singapore, the places that had the same strategies, they simply just open. They had the spike and it drops, because that's how. But Hong Kong, even they have few cases, they lock down like this, like the obsession of dragging it to zero. And they do have zero, but that's not sustainable.
Agreed. It's kind of like not letting your kids play in the dirt. It's you're avoiding contact with the virus, and like you said, if you let it just kind of work its path, it's going to work its through the population, and you're going to get immunity that way.
Yeah.
I know we've had a lot of spikes here. The ex-girlfriend got the COVID, and 2 people that I work with got the COVID. So I know it's still out there and going around, but I keep my television off. And so for like me, I'm really unaware of the current situation
Yeah.
with COVID. I just got fatigued by it all, and I'm happier by not following the day-to-day on the COVIDs.
Yeah, you can't. I think it would be weird if I follow it because I'm like interested, like kind of to listen about this, but I don't take it that, like, my household didn't get it, right? But like
Right.
I'm quite anxious, so I'm like really protective. Like I'm antisocial person, so
Right.
I didn't have many chances to get those things. But I know people who got it, some better, some worse, and but you move forward, right? Like so. I was listening to viral. I like to listen to virologists, which is like Vincent Racchinelli,
I should be writing this
and
down so I can get all caught up again.
like I like to watch his show. It's like he has the this week in virology, and it's cool to listen. And he said, for example, they are afraid that they will make, for example, like boosters mandatory, because they claim there is no science behind that actually, to
To the
and
boosters.
that would, I think, create a lot of chaos in the society, because society is already very hesitant. So, and what I understood, your antibody will always drop. So
Over
if you
time.
want to prevent the infection itself, not the disease, you would have to keep boosting yourself every six
Right.
months. And
But
that's
you're
why they say there is no science. Like, why would you keep doing this? like you don't mean to like prevent the infection now because that will be endemic, just the disease. So there is no.
But as long as you have the B memory cell, that's
Yeah,
what triggers the T cell to get your immune response going. And you go from 2 week response time to a couple days when you have the B memory cell. So yes, you can still get an infection, but you're not going to get drastically ill, end up on a vent tube, and all of
yeah.
that. So
This is exactly what they mean. They mean like it's there is no science based
on
claim that you would because
continuously
if you
boosting,
want to prevent it, you will have to keep boosting every 6 months.
right?
So I got the booster, but I'm different person, and I'm not gonna recommend or whatever. But like it's my choice, right? But like I know I listen and I heard there is no science behind that. you know.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it seems that way. Like lots of people I know that are having COVID are immunized. They have
Yeah,
their vaccine and it's still breaking through, but they're not getting sick. They're not getting hospitalized. And to
yeah.
me,
So
that's what's important.
Chris was saying that the mutant of like the variant of concern, there will always be the new dominant strain, and you cannot prevent the spread of this, from my understanding. Like you just can't, right?
I mean,
And
mutation is part of evolution, right? That's how
yeah,
we went from chimpanzees to humans, is through DNA mutations, and that's all it's doing. Is it replicates billions and billions of times. There's going to be
yeah.
mutations. There's no way of avoiding that.
What do you think of the recent? So sorry, like for changing the subject, but I'm like I know some people maybe don't like to listen of like because I
Right.
might be fascinated of viruses.
Right.
I opened article, Chris, and I'm gonna read this.
I mean,
I will read this. Yeah.
there's a
Uh,
variety of subjects I need to roll through with you. I got caught up on Carl
oh
Hart, on
yeah.
Hamilton Pharmacopoeia. I
So
want to talk about Kuomintang and Shanghai Shek, and we got a
yeah.
lot to cover. We should talk blockchain a little bit too.
Yeah, like wait, I wanted to by the way, I did the live recently and I got mixed response, you know?
Which
Some people
live?
some
The last
the
one
last live
with
I did
Retta
with
and
Reda
Fast Money.
and the Fast Money
Yeah,
Oracle.
I bet you got a mixed response from that one.
And people got very mixed response, like some people were like, oh,
Yeah.
you should like this is not what you preach, but I'm like, what do I preach? I don't preach anything. That's the
Well, someone made a comment on it, and I thought it hit the nail on the head, where your niche is kind of blasting crypto YouTube influencers and mixing in a smidge of crypto. I thought it
yeah.
was well said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
it just hard to not give platform, like if someone wants to come and talk, I will I
for
don't
sure,
want to kick out. So that would be. And Oracle, he sent many people my way that seem to enjoy my channel, so that's
right.
actually like but I kind of like thought about this, and because there is something like people like to consider something is bad or good, but I wonder like what's better, like if someone come and brag about Lambos, right?
And sex dolls.
And sex dolls, or someone who say like, is the like we here to learn and stuff and sell you NFT for $65 million. And
Right.
it's hard to define what's good or bad here. What's worst in this
I'm not
case?
going to disparage any of your guests, and certainly welcome anyone that wants to come in here and support you. I know that Fast Money is a fan of yours, but he did come on the show and kind of disparage Retta. Retta may not be my personal friend, but he's your friend, and any friend of Marston's is a friend of mine. So I was kind of offended by that. I didn't care for that he disparaged him and disparaged where he lived. Like, none of us choose where we were born. We don't choose our race, our ethnicity,
Yeah, that's
and to come in and bash someone for that, I just didn't care for it. And outside of that, I'm not really wanting to comment too much on him, but I really do appreciate him coming in and supporting the show and bringing some of his viewers
yeah.
towards your show. So, and I'm open always to new ideas and other people's opinions, but I just don't believe in just disparaging people on
Yeah,
someone else's show.
I understand. Yeah,
I
so
get that.
I was a little bit conflicted here, because I got the mixed response. But it's like I don't like choosing. you know what I mean.
Right.
If I'm
Yeah,
on the show and someone wants to come and like what I do, I'm trying to kind of welcome everyone,
for sure.
but it doesn't work sometimes, you know. So
No,
it's not that. Yeah, I was little sad because I try to do it right. I try to make this like okay, everyone is here, it's fine. But it was but yeah, you got like really valid point. Many people like Reda, you know.
absolutely.
He's
He's made some good
very,
calls. He's intelligent, and I always enjoy him.
yeah, and
So,
he had some great calls. I actually talked to him and I said like I talked to him on Twitter, uh
hmm
and I said I you know, I think we might have peaked. And it's like,
yeah, you
no,
you made
no,
that.
it's good. Nah,
Yeah, and again, I think we're looking pretty good here. I
is it?
We're just about to hit 59,000 for Bitcoin anyway.
I'm really conflicted because I cannot predict. I'm trying to understand that everything is risky, and Reda, which I understand where he's coming from, he liked to say so I also talked to him because he talked to me, oh, I made the list of the blue chips, I will share it if you will give me permission. It's like 70 different projects. So I was like to Reda, oh, I wouldn't call something blue chip in crypto. It's this altcoins, you know, but like I know
Right.
what he's trying to do. But even if they rose money, like if even if they did the money raising, I think it's still very 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 risky. So like I'm trying to be careful to not recommend to people anything, you know, to cause that's why I say, oh, maybe we peaked, because everything is
Right.
so chaotic, and time there's so much chaos, maybe we have peaked, you know.
Absolutely.
uh,
I mean, you made a lot of good valid points with the altcoins starting to go parabolic, and you're also not seeing overall market cap going up. So, not new money
yeah,
coming into
so
crypto. And that's not a great sign either. Go
that's what
ahead.
I was thinking, because what's the first choice? Of course, people can buy the altcoins, but still, major purchases of people would be like Bitcoin, Ethereum, probably like Cardano, Polkadot, those who you have on these major apps as the first ones, but they don't grow. So it means there is not new money. So I'm trying to
Right. People are
understand, you know, like
just
this.
trading out their coins for and trying to get into the next hot coin. Did you see
Yeah,
Cardano's got pulled from eToro and it's
is
probably
it?
going to be investigated? Yeah, because of their lending and their staking platforms and the lending platforms. They're just the SEC is coming after these people because it competes with the banks. So yeah, Cardano's
Um,
next on the list.
and I'm sorry, I shouldn't wish to everyone, but not sure if you remember, I always shot on Cardano. I
Yeah, of
always
course.
shot on Cardano because the
Yeah,
issue is you are 4 years in development, you don't have I'm not a tech guy. I even
right.
don't exactly know how to explain what smart contract. I'm that dumb, right? Like, but they
Okay.
don't have it. Others seems to have it. They are 4 years in, and they just come, and this and Charles Hoskinson come and give the updates, but there's no one building there. And I think what's
That's the
valid to
problem.
see, where you need to look, is the developers building there. And I don't see there is some applications that people say, hey, there are, but look at Ethereum. Everyone wants to know Solidity, everyone wants to build on Ethereum. So this is where you go, where the community is, where the support. So I don't care how clever is Charles Hoskinson, and maybe him trying to be so careful and secure with everything, he exposing himself to the security risk, as you say, that he can be considered security, because many blockchains, they're like, we're not launching anything, we fully decentralized, they cannot the securities cannot come after them because they are not
Right.
security then, right? So that's
Right.
the
And you have to have someone to go after a lot of these, like you said, a true decentralized blockchain. Who are you going to go after? At least Cardano, there's someone to go and actually
yeah.
go after. That's why I think they go after these bigger
I, w- I,
bigger
w- I,
blockchains.
yeah, I was thinking Charles Hoskinson discovered now the life, you know, because he for sure was kind of nerd, and now suddenly he's got all this money. I thought he just, you know, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck around the globe.
Right.
And he's
Did you
like,
see and Secret launched on Osmosis, which was
yeah,
I thought
yeah,
a
yeah.
great move.
It's all coming together. Do you still hold Secret? You know,
I
because
still hold Secret. I did on stake yesterday. You talked me into it. I started um, unstaking some of my Cosmos holds just
yeah,
so I
the
can be
Secret
ready.
in near future doesn't plan the airdrop, so I think it's fine. And Secret topped at $10, right? Like, am I crazy? Yeah,
Yeah,
$10.
yeah, yeah.
But I think
And I think my buy-in was $1.88 on Secret.
amazing.
So
You did so
and
much
then
better than
Crow,
me.
yeah,
You
Crow,
did
I'm
so much
killing it.
better than me.
I think I'm 4x on Crow.
Yeah,
So
I want to talk about this. Yeah, like the Secret, I was considering so much, never bought, and I'm like, but I think it's the good blockchain. They have like good people, and the crypto.com, I was often saying I think this is the best centralized exchange, and they come in for it, like they going up. So like, yeah, you 4x on Crow.
yeah, I'm 4x on Crow, and yeah, crypto.com just bought the Staples Center, so
Yeah, I
it's
think it's so
huge.
important. I
Yeah, I
think it's
mean,
so
just
important.
for public knowledge, to get your name out there and have more people understand what crypto is.
I I I cannot understand why Binance don't do very aggressive marketing, right?
Not
But
not here because you got Binance US is the only
oh yeah,
exchange you can use. You can't use the regular Binance without VPN, and just so
yeah,
many people aren't going to go through that extra step of getting a VPN. And Binance.us, my opinion, is just garbage. I mean, you pay a fee to put your money on there. Like, give me a break.
yeah. So I was like, even the crypto.com was much smaller. I went to my friend watching F1 Formula One, and he said, "Oh, do you have this crypto.com? I downloaded it and I have some problem because," and I was like, "No, how you know about this?" Ah, they sponsor F1, and it's the major sponsor of F1. And I'm like, where they have money? They are not even that large, but they sponsor F1. Then I see Matt Damon ad. So amazing. Then I see them buying staples. The marketing is so aggressive. And uh, crypto.com is actually Hong Kong company. And this is like, yeah, that's what like I think Hong Kong people like, or Hong Kong business spirit is, just be aggressive and go like,
Right.
and I think crypto.com will be successful, like they just amazing run. I see they dumped today nearly 20%, but yeah, what do you expect after something like
Crypto
this?
did?
Yeah, 18% dump.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but
I think
I mean,
that must have just happened. I think I woke up and it was still up
yeah,
more than
it's
that.
it
Anyway,
just it's just very sudden. So you are very positive. You made so much money recently. Yeah.
well, again, I haven't realized those profits, so I don't really consider it until I actually take it up, off the exchange or back to my wallet. But
But
if I sold today, yeah, I'd be up.
yeah, like I want to say like proof of work. I like proof of work. The handshake is proof of work. I think there are usage of both, but for proof of work, it's very difficult to be scalable. So I think proof of stake is better option to be scalable. I think the Ethereum, because it's decentralized, that's why the securities couldn't really go after this, and XRP is like very centralized entity. So about taxes, if you don't realize gains, there's no taxes. I'm not sure how is it in US, because
The way I understand it is every time you buy or sell crypto, you are incurring a taxable event on any
okay,
KYC. If you do
but
anything on any KYC, you're going to probably end up with a
yeah,
taxable
but
event.
if you buy, let's say you are on Osmosis, you buy USD, is it taxable event?
Not on osmosis. There's no KYC, right?
Yeah.
So no, I
Uh,
think again, this is my first year, so I'll let you know more about how I pay my taxes this year. But I'm planning on paying on everything I did on any centralized exchange that I KYC'd.
so you are very scared of the taxes.
I'm not scared. I'm happy to pay it. I mean, I'm
You
not
have
happy about it. But
happy
it's part of
to,
the deal. It's like
yeah,
I get that comment too. They're like, "Aren't you worried about taxes?" I'm like, I would rather have the gains and pay the taxes than not to
yeah.
have the gains at all, right? I would, I'm still going to be ahead, but yeah, I'm going to pay my 28% or whatever it is. It's a
Oh,
lot.
that's that's quite a
Uh,
lot. Yeah.
Capital gains
So,
tax within your
so
first year. If you hold your asset for more than a year, then it goes down substantially. But in the crypto game, who can hold an asset for a year?
yeah. In Poland, the or maybe I say to Red, like, let me message Reda if he wants to hop on.
Yeah, tell them to hop on. So while you're doing that, can we talk about Carl Hart a little bit?
Yeah, just like let me finish. Like, I want to tell
Sure.
taxes in Poland. I was researching the subject. So in Poland, all cryptocurrencies, all cryptocurrencies are considered the cryptos, and cryptos are taxable in Poland if you sell them. So if you leave the crypto world on the
Yeah,
total capital gain, so I would understand that if you don't sell it and you don't transfer it into cash, that's not taxable event. And in Hong Kong, crypto are is not taxed at all. Like, no,
that's
no.
nice.
Yeah, Hong Kong is the greatest. Hong Kong, sorry, like, to praise Hong Kong, because despite all of the bad things, Hong Kong has one of the best tax laws in the world. Like, the very low, very easy to pay. It's just the magic. Reda, I don't know. I texted Reda. I asked him if he want to come. I texted him that I do live, but I wouldn't expect that. So today is just casual talk with Paul. Um,
And did you
David
see
says for
Somalia too? Going to do an airdrop?
yes. So for this, I'm really waiting a lot. Hassan, I just respond. Yeah, yeah, no worries. I'm trying to respond to everyone. The David says it's closer to 40%. And I don't know if DeFi wallets will get KYC. I can't really. I don't know. What do
Yeah,
you think, Paul?
I
It
think
would be
so.
hard to go. Do
I mean,
no?
yeah, it might be difficult, but you got to just assume that the government will always try and overreach and try and control as much as they can. Again, with the infrastructure bill, with trying to track any transactions over $10,000. Again, just an overreach of
Yeah,
the government. But yeah, I bet you some kind of regulation is probably coming. I hope not. Obviously, I love DeFi, but I
yeah,
just think anytime you're getting away with something, the government's coming for your money.
yeah.
So, and that's how it feels.
You said Somali finance do the airdrop. I don't know if I will have big airdrop. I don't really have that much in osmosis pools. It's like 15% of my portfolio. Soon will be more. I will be adding up.
Yeah.
I
So
think, but yeah,
it
go on.
looked like it was going to be airdropped based on all of your osmosis liquidity pool holdings.
Yeah,
So, and I have like 3 of those. So and the snapshot was taken on October 31st. So whatever you had in your osmosis liquidity pools on Halloween will be your basis for your airdrop
I
reward.
wonder if I had two or I had one, because for sure I was doing Juno osmosis, and I also do Osmo
You were in
Atom.
497, right?
Yeah, and I also have number one, and I will be
Yeah, I'm
adding
in
to
number
number
1.
one because Atom and Osmo go very well together. So it's
Yeah.
very stable pool and good reward. So I will be just adding to this pool.
Yeah.
And now what I was doing when we started, because I was looking at my phone, so I installed the Desmos wallet. You check. Maybe I'm not sure if you were checking. This is the
Yeah.
I don't know what is this Desmos. They do the airdrop for the uh, atom stakers, liquidity providers, and all of the blockchains in the Kepler stakers. So I'm claiming my airdrop actually. Like, I
Yeah,
was
you
claiming
sent me
my
that
airdrop.
link and I was just waiting to hear when it actually hit. You have to have a different wallet for that. It doesn't go to your Kepler.
So I will send you the link, because the Desmos is because there was two. There was Oh no, you will get Desmos, right? Because there was Desmos and Comdex, and now we'll add Osmosis. There's so many of them. So yeah, I opened the Medium, and they said you have to install the app. So probably the first you will receive the tokens in the wallet, And as the time will go on, they will probably add it to the Kepler wallet. So probably I will move it to the Kepler after that,
Kepler.
because it's, but to claim it, I will have to get the wallet. So I'm, it's many steps, quite troublesome, but I will be doing this. Yeah, that's some. I'm glad now. I'm not sure what I will do, if I transfer this to Atoms or Osmosis, or I probably hold the Desmos for now and see what this thing is, because I know nothing about this.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, I caught Jack and Sonny were on a podcast yesterday and talking about Somalia and
yeah.
other osmosis developments, but exciting stuff, really. I don't understand why so many people are so bullish on Ethereum. Unless you're ultra rich, it just seems impractical to use their network.
Not right now. Maybe it will change. Chris
What
called
is
it shitcoins, but like we don't really know. We don't really know if this is the shitcoins. I think Atom and Sommelier is very good company. Sommelier raised 23 or
yeah,
21 million dollars from
23?
quite
Yeah.
reputable VC funds. So I think it's actually a very interesting project. And the IDAN was off crypto YouTube lately. By the way, like sorry, like I'm delaying the car hard, but
No problem.
do you follow this journey
I've seen
thing?
some Journey crypto videos, but it wasn't anything that I found any value in. So no, I don't follow them. I haven't seen a Journey
I
crypto video in 6 months.
I
Like when
I
I
got
came into the space, I watched absolutely everybody, right? But now I just watch marching
I got some hate. Oh, thank you so much for this. I got
and
some
Paul.
hate for it, and
Yeah,
I'm quite surprised. But you know what? I'm like really concerned, because then is his NFT not going to be considered security?
yeah. I
You are
don't know.
American, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
I
this is my concern. He sold $65 million of a security,
okay. And
and
but
I
I mean,
don't.
there's go ahead.
Yeah, go on. No, go on.
Well, there's not even a utility, right? I mean, all he was selling was a pass to maybe access future NFT projects, is the way I understand it.
Yes.
So there's not even a utility yet or a project yet. I mean, does he have artists on board, or what? Does he have a platform? What is this? What's the future NFT for Journey Crypto involved? I
So
don't
no one
even.
knows. I think
No one knows.
he's promising there will be 2 NFT drops. So,
And
but
he's got
this
to
is this.
create $100 million in value in that NFT drop.
So this is the issues that, like, and I'm trying to be reasonable. If you
Right.
sell no utility but just the ticket, is it not security? It could be
Yeah,
considered
I mean,
security, right? It's not
yeah,
the
I think
it's
so. I mean, you have the expectation on the value going up, right?
Yeah, so you said
Isn't that like the key identifier in a security?
so if someone maybe in the comments answer me, is it not security? Is it because what I was concerned in the video is it what he did? He might actually shoot himself in the foot with this, right? Because he sold 10,000 pieces of the pass to the community, which is kind of security. There is like taxable amount of 30 million for him to pay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has registered company, which would be even worse. Like, and here is so many. That's what I'm saying. I think that might be there might be some crime here. I'm not sure if it. And the crazy stuff he put on the 100K to the community wallet, right? Like the rest
Yeah.
is his pocket.
The 0.1%. Yeah.
And not sure if you watched the other video. I'm actually going to show you something.
Of yours? I watch all of your videos.
No, my recent video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I saw both the Journey crypto videos last 2 days.
I need to.
I play them all day long. Even when I walk out of the house, I put your videos on and just let them play. Get you some watch time.
Did you see this? Because people ignored this completely. Like, let me share the screen. He's on the 14. Yeah, maybe then it will be okay. So, did you see this? Because this is the key to. So
yeah, I went and looked at this.
So the NFT were sold, and the floor is staying at
Thanks,
uh,
Chris.
Journey Fab Official. So this is his NFT, and the floor is being held very well.
Because he
But there
bought
is
it.
but there is only one account being the floor, and this
Right.
account bought 150 NFTs for 2.5 ETH. And like this is random. Like I'm thinking actually keep the floor by him, which is like, and people ignore all that stuff, right? This
Right.
this is a
It
little
seems
bit.
like a play right out of Richard Hart's playbook,
So Chris, is there any wrongdoing with this journey thing or not really? Just like Chris, if you can tell me. So Rico is asking, are you guys investing in something lately, Paul?
Lately it's been all Crow and then Osmosis stuff and
Yeah,
trading into Osmosis projects. But yeah, I haven't really put too much new investment money in lately. I've been just trading out my old shit coins for Osmosis projects. I don't think it's a great time to be investing right now. Again, I'm looking at an exit, trying to make a graceful exit right now.
why Crow?
Why Crow? Because it's such an easy on ramp for Osmosis. Using crypto.com to gain access to Osmosis is super easy for me. You can buy
Yeah.
Crow and then trade it right off of crypto.com into your Kepler wallet and go from there. So that's why I use Crow. I'll do Crow and Atom. I did Luna the other day just to try it out. The Luna transaction took forever. When I transfer Crow off of crypto.com, it's like seconds. It took like 4 hours to do Luna. I don't know if that's just traffic on crypto.com's network, but Crow just seemed to be like the easiest, fastest centralized on ramp into Osmosis for me.
I have no idea what this means. You may be thinking of a derivative, as this is product
Derivative.
which. No, I wouldn't go this way. The NFT is NFT, right? Like, so taking the screenshot and putting it on other blockchain doesn't take away anything from the original NFT. I think there is like
Right.
one original in the life. Like when you copy the shoes of someone, it doesn't mean you have the real pair of
Right.
shoes and have the same value.
Taking a picture of the Mona Lisa doesn't mean you own the Mona Lisa.
So I wouldn't go this way. When it comes to me, I'm not investing into anything in crypto. I didn't put any new money for like past year in crypto. So my biggest holding is Atom, Handshake, Juno, Osmosis. That's all. That I don't have anything else, and a few airdrops that I will have. And I did big trade. I sold out my stock of Novavax. Have you heard of this of Novavax, Paul? So
Yep.
I was doing so well. I was 100% up, and I really got fear after delays and sold it at 10% up. So I'm
Oh,
really
you talked about that, and
I'm
then it
trying.
pumped again, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to digest this recent days, and I seem I'm not able to digest it very well. But I bought Ionis, so my stock portfolio is Ionis. SoFi is the largest SoFi company. They have SoFi Stadium. So SoFi, Ionis Pharmaceuticals, small gene therapy CEO company, and I have few shares left over of Novavax. That's all my investments.
I think my largest stock holding is Taiwan Semiconductor
Oh,
Manufacturing
this is
Company,
so good.
TSMC. It hasn't
This is
done
so good.
great. Again, I'm not.
No, but I
I
mean,
think it's a good long. It's a good long play, but
this is monopoly, and semis are so
yeah,
important.
right. I mean,
There is one more. I will tell you. There is one more in Taiwan. Have you looked into UMC?
yeah, I've looked at them.
So UMC is smaller, but this is another. This is second largest semiconductor producer out of Taiwan, and I was looking in UMC to invest. They have better price earning ratio than Taiwan semis. but
Yeah.
I don't know if that means much.
But like you said, Tucson Semiconductor is a monopoly, and
Yeah, this.
there's going to be a shortage of semiconductors for the foreseeable future. So I think it's a good play. My only concern is the Chinese come in and try and government take over it.
Oh, the Taiwan is in such a like really. If they would take away, like if there would be war, I don't think it will happen. But we are fact actually, like that would be
Didn't
so bad.
didn't China just
Uh,
move a bunch of troops and military equipment down towards
yeah, but
the south?
it just games. It's always
Yeah,
games. Nothing. Even people in Taiwan, they don't treat it like they actually people in Taiwan. I was in Taiwan. They are so chilled. They don't care. They're like just
yeah, they
really
used to.
living their life, and most of the people think, yeah, I think the one day there is only one way that we will be together, because it's like what it's so difficult to imagine for others. But this is basically yeah, it's two different governments, but it's both Han Chinese. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
so they speak the same language. I mean, although I would prefer the Taiwan to be the main China, because that is the main China. You know, even with the Hong Kong, here is the catch. You know, when the British colony, when the UK signed the lease of Hong Kong, they signed the lease with the government of Taiwan, not with the communists, because it was with nationalists. So technically, the Hong Kong should be belonging to Taiwan if we would go this way. But
sure,
like,
okay.
so
Being
much
that the
mess.
treaty was signed with them, yeah.
Yeah, so much mess. I will get to Hassan. I will get to your question as well. But what do you think of Hex?
What do you think of Hex? It's dumb. I think it just came up a little bit, but I think it's not looking good for Hex. I think it had its bubble, and I don't know.
I
The
just know.
project is completely dependent on Richard Hart, and he
Yeah,
hasn't been very active lately. And I think without him constantly shilling Hex, the price is going to continue to drop.
yeah. I don't like Hex. I don't think it's good project.
It,
It can
it
go
hasn't been
higher,
good to me.
but I don't think it's good project. It's very basic project. It's just a token that meant to pump. There is nothing to it, no value, no utility, no nothing, but just the token. And Richard Hart is very happy about this because he said the main purpose of cryptocurrency is that it meant to pump.
Right.
Oh, again, like tell me,
Oh,
tell.
we're getting the Hex hate. Hey, I
Whoa,
hold Hex. If Hex goes up, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I want Hex to go up, but I guess I'm discouraged that the price action hasn't done
who's
anything but
the
dump.
who's the Craig Wright?
I don't know Craig Wright.
Isn't the guy who claimed he's the
Crypto
he
expert.
say he created Bitcoin.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've seen that where
There
Richard
is no
Hart calls
war.
him out. And
No, it's he didn't create Bitcoin. Didn't create. That's not Bitcoin creator. I think someone said there is no way for it. So yeah, now I'm not speaking intelligently of. I'm sorry for not showing enough of respect. Well,
to the Hex, yeah.
but you can
Gotta be
join the
careful.
chat if you want. Let me know. I'll send you a link. You can join the chat and tell us more. Like I'm fine with it. And regarding Hong Kong, never trust our government to sign anything. Britain's greatest achievement is created failed states. And Chris is the socialist. I'm capitalist. Chris told me he's socialist. I don't know if he was joking or not, but I'm not into this. And there was one more questions. Oh, the 5 coins you said in the last week, are they not released? No, they are not released. The Agoric is releasing to early investors the tokens, and I think they will be public maybe in 3 months or 6 months. I'm not sure. The other coin that was Biconomy, the project that meant to release its token, they meant to release this year. About others, I don't know, but they are not releasing, and many of them is not releasing this year. So most of that will be next year. So it's not even something very urgent to be focused. I would say,
It will be a good
So
time though for those if they release in the bear market. You can accumulate some of those. I'm
I
bullish on
was
Angoric for sure.
I don't have much money. Yeah, I would keep the eye. My favorite is especially Agoric. I'm very I came here 6 man for whatever, and I said I'm waiting for Agoric, and I will be waiting for them. I don't have any money to buy it, but uh, apparently JavaScript is the most common language for
For sure.
developers, and they bringing this to blockchain. It's
I
cool.
can't believe that hasn't been done before. I mean, everyone
Mm.
programs in JavaScript that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. So that would be something uh, very important. A question to you. You see, you can you see?
I do. I see that.
Yeah,
I have no opinion. I don't know what VVS finance.
I'm checking it because I have no
Yeah.
idea. Oh, this is the token. People ask you for the opinions on crypto poll now.
I know.
You could
Great.
start your own channel.
I have my own channel, Marchin. Just no one.
Oh yeah, you do have. Go to the Nothing Show channel, people. Subscribe the poll
If
so
you
you can
want.
listen to him.
I'm not here to show myself. I
His
don't. So I.
advices.
But I don't know
Gerardo's
about.
last.
I'm gonna leave that one up to you. VVS finance. Oh, here it is.
I don't like how it look. I have no idea what
Yeah.
is this. Is the
It
fully
wants to connect to
diluted
my.
valuation 12 billion? It seems like very big, but I just don't know because maybe it's something very good. It's just not
I,
something I follow, and not
yeah.
something I know.
But it looks like it's on Ethereum, right? It wants to connect to my MetaMask wallet, so I'm assuming
This
it's
is
Ethereum base
for
network.
sure not the bear market. This might be the peak or might not be the peak, but this is for sure not the beginning of the bear market. When there will be bear market, we sure gonna know about this because we all will be crying so badly that our money went to dust and we were so stupid for not taking profits. That's when it's bear market. When you hate yourself like completely, why I was so stupid, why I didn't. I was like this in the spring actually. What the fuck did I was thinking? And me and my friends were like joking, like what we were like you could say talks. Oh, I think the market might. We are in the super cycle, and everyone is like talking about super cycle. And when it dumps, everyone is like laughing at they were even thinking that it's some sort of super cycle. What the hell they were thinking? And it will you will know when it's the bear market. You just it will just hurt so much. It will be max pain. This
So
is
that being said, I'm trying to get myself in a position to not let that happen, and probably going to take an early exit and sit on the sidelines and watch. I just
yeah.
don't want to lose all of my holdings.
I'm not sure what
Try to maximize.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might unstake atoms and sell atoms, but I might miss on this because I keep holding it, thinking no, it's not yet. We're going higher. We're going higher. But I think I'm making mistake. I have handshake, which is easy to sell, so it's no problem. It's not stake. But Juno, I probably leave because it's 4 weeks unstake period. So I'm like just not.
So I accidentally unstaked my Juno 4 weeks ago now because it's now available again. I think I'm just going to leave it. I still have another small portion staked on OmniFlix, but I'm going to probably leave my Juno now unstaked.
Zad, you often hear I still don't know how to read your name. I think the 39, you say 39%, like every single time that Bitcoin dropped below 40% dominance, we had the altcoin season and dump. So yeah, like this is why I'm afraid now. It was in 2017 in the same period we are at 51% Bitcoin dominance, and then in December we went to 68% Bitcoin dominance, and then we dumped to below 40. So maybe it's a little bit different, but like I think Bitcoin need to go higher for us to actually be um, to to know that we are not gonna dump, because if Bitcoin don't go higher, I think it's completely over.
And I know that when it does decide to dump, it'll happen pretty quickly. You won't have this gradual step down over time. It'll dump, you know, 20% one day and then 20% the next day. You
And
know,
then 20%,
the next
10%,
day.
5%, and
Yeah.
20, and before you realize you're 98% off the top.
Right.
It's
And I mean, I watch charts all day long, and when Bitcoin moves, it moves in a big hurry. I mean, within a couple
yeah,
of minutes, you can see that it'll look like like it happened all day long, but if you look at the chart, it'll be in one or
yeah.
two moments. In 5 minutes, you'll lose so much. So you want to be ahead
Chris,
of that, right?
I probably keep it in stable coin. It's just easy. I wouldn't. I
Yeah,
don't need this money, so I wouldn't be bothered.
we were talking about that yesterday too. About what's the exit strategy?
Yeah,
I mean, I said, you could go into the Luna stable coin if you want to remain in DeFi, but you're probably right to pull it back out to the centralized exchange and leave it there. There's some pretty good earnings. Like I said, 11% isn't terrible. It's what
yeah,
hedge funds try to make. So I could put
yeah.
all of my crypto back into USDC on my centralized exchange and make my 11% and hope that we get a good buy-in quickly. Because really, my goal is to get back to accumulating as soon as possible without getting wrecked during the crash. So I hope we hit a
Uh,
bottom quickly, and then I can rebuy in and start accumulating again. Because once you pull those stakes and all of your liquidity pools out, you're not accumulating anymore. And I don't
I,
like the
I'll
idea of that.
I will search this, Aidan. I will search this. By the way, Paul, how much time you have? So I will know how to.
I got all day.
Oh, you have.
I have,
Perfect.
like you already stated, I have no family and no
You
friends,
have
and
no
it's
family and
Thanksgiving.
no friends. No, I
So
I saw your. I'm your Facebook friend now, so I know you
you
have
are.
some friends. You have some
I do.
friends.
I do. And then you
Uh,
saw that I started flight school.
yeah. I see you, Rico. I will come to you. But so Woyani, sorry, I don't know. Hex is not a bubble. Law, it's normal correction. Please educate yourself. Stay and chill. We didn't talk about it being bubble. Like this is problem
I
with
did. I
Hex.
mentioned that it seemed like
Oh,
a bubble. Like when we hit 55 cents, it's just gone straight downhill from there.
yeah, that's very deep correction though. I would not like to
Right.
be in that. That's like that's 55 cents to 15 cents.
Yeah. I think I
That's
have a 38-cent buy-in on Hex, so
so
I'm getting crushed.
yeah, Rico, I your comment. So I don't know anything. I didn't know they launch anything. But I think that this is money grabs. The YouTubers releasing something, and if something cost money, this is money grabs. And some is maybe moral if this is not too much money, and it has like if someone sells some cheap NFT and they're like, oh, this is our team. We will be have our own Discord. We will have our own merch. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. I don't want to judge too deep. But I'm afraid most of that is money grab. And I was talking to some of my friends and some people who are in crypto, some people who are wealthy, and the opinion was that the only right way for YouTuber to release the NFT or anything is to do it free. So and build because not many people know, but NFTs, you as the founder of the NFT, they have the trading fee. So if you sell the NFT, there is small fee by the founder. So you actually can make money from the future trading of this NFT. You don't have to sell it. So I think the only right way for YouTuber to build the future value, to create a community and create the project is the free drop. You do the free drop and then you earn money from the drops from the trading basically, but you shouldn't charge astronomical money for you know also like USDC. I used to owe Zcash and I regret selling this because I really like Zcash and I like its founder. What's the founder? uh sorry, I'm like, but yeah, I like Zcash from the privacy coins, and I used to own I like 150 Zcash, sold them, moved to some other coins. I did plenty mistakes in this bull run.
Again, I'm bullish on Secret for privacy. They have
Yeah,
the view option, so you can share your your blockchain transaction. If you choose to, you can share your view key. And I think this is the future of the internet, really, with what Facebook and has done to privacy. That this is a solution where you can protect your privacy and you can still share your information with the people that need to know it. So people like the IRS won't necessarily come after it. That you could actually share your view key to the IRS so they could see it. But if you wanted to keep your privacy private, it enables that. The privacy is built from ground zero. So I'm really bullish on Secret. I think it's really
Yeah.
a utility for the future of the internet.
Yeah, that I agree with you. The Monero is amazing. I wasn't just into it. Secret is the first secret focused smart contract platform. So there will be much in this. Like you will be able to create the um, I guess privacy smart contracts. So will be maybe private clubs or something like this. And also, I know the Zcash was investor in Agoric, so the Zcash will be collaborating closely with Agoric. I think they will be using the Agoric for the privacy smart contract. I'm not sure if I'm not confusing, but you might want to search this and confirm my words. I am pretty sure
X
it's a
is going
joke.
to, I don't even know how many zeros that is.
Hundred
That's a lot.
percent, 100%
Going to 50 billion.
conviction, 100% conviction. There is no doubt, no discussion about it. Was it when? Oh, Chris was. I actually want to do my NFT. I just have no talent, and I don't have money to hire.
Either
people
does
to do
Journey
it.
Crypto. What do you mean you have no talent? You got tons of talent.
Yeah, I could do it. Like maybe 10 people would get my tickets, the ticket pass.
Yeah.
But what I'd like to do, I like this character, Don Kryptonium, and I'd like to do something like with this, maybe some sort of like crypto heroes with like different characters, and do it free. I'd love to do something free and for fun, some shit worthless, but my community is too small for that.
So and I think that's the key, though, to doing successful NFT is you got to build your community first. And I think
Yeah.
that's what Journey Crypto didn't do is he doesn't have any community support behind his NFT project because there really is no NFT project. And he's just
Yeah.
banking on hopefully in the future he's going to develop one. But you're kind of going about it backwards if you ask me, right?
Yeah.
That I would develop my art community, my following of my art, and then launch my NFT, not the other way around.
I don't want to shield other people because maybe everyone has something behind their ears, but there is this Alex Becker and they released like the NFT and they released free. It was free mint. I don't want to engage anything, but I think that's the right way to do it. Like if you release it free to your community and you can profit from the trading fees later if you want, But
Right.
yeah, I think these projects are just money grabs, but you can't talk to this community because they are very they will not listen, And there was discussion of Reddit like you can scam people, they can openly scam people on their channels, and 2 days later they will forget. It's fine
Right.
again. There is
Well,
many like yeah.
I'm afraid that all these people in Journey Cryptos and other projects like his, when they get wrecked, they're going to be so butthurt. They're going to contact their representatives and say crypto's a scam and we lost all our money in this scam and you need to do something about it. And then that creates the overreach of the government. Now they have a reason to go after crypto, where if you were a little more responsible about how you invest your money and don't get wrecked, then the government doesn't have such a reason for coming after us and regulating the hell out of it. And I mean, you saw when Elizabeth Warren was on Capitol Hill and talking about this ridiculous scenario where this poor gal got ate up by gas fees and she needed the money to pay her bills. And it was, to me, it was like a totally unrealistic scenario. And then I see these kinds of comments and these investments and these projects, and I realize there's just a lot of people out there taking some very risky investments. And who has that kind of money?
Yeah.
Who's dropping $10,000 on a hope? I don't
Yeah,
get it.
because that was 10,000, like, which is
Right? It was like
and I think it's
8,000 floor or something like that
yeah,
to
it's
get
not
into.
only this moral, it's not only not moral to ask for that many people, but it's bad for crypto because that
That's what
puts
I'm
the
saying.
security eyes, as you said, like into
Yep.
this. Hey, what's going on here? And
Yeah.
when you read the comments of these people, they're like, "Hey, I drop all of my savings into it."
Right. Will it feed
Are
a
you?
family of four?
This is young boy. This is young boy. He read the Cointelegraph news on YouTube for past year. That's how he become popular. And you put in life savings thinking like he's some crypto genius mastermind. This is not right. This is just this is very culty. And I think, if the major motivation behind that is money grab, it's fine. If you just want to get super rich and take money and escape, get the private island mansions, fly private jets, fine. But if you want to build the long term value, this is not the right way to. Sorry, my girlfriend. This is not the right way to start. The right way to start is release something for free, build the stronger community, and grow the company, but not from collecting 65 million right away.
Right off the bat. And again, like I have a strong belief that you live your life the way you want to live it. I'll
Yeah,
live my life the way I want to live it. So what you do with your money is really none of my business. But when it comes to it, it kind of becomes my business when you hurt the space we're all collectively in.
yeah,
That your poor choices are going to bring down regulation on all of us. And
and
so yeah,
and this in wait, my girlfriend texted me, and I have to respond to her. So yeah, the in the bear market, and this is another problem because these influencers will be prisoners of their own NFTs because everyone will look at the floor, and everyone will be saying, hey, what's with the NFT floor, what's and they will be always connected to this unless people forget, because in the springtime these YouTubers were shilling coins, they dropped 95%, everyone forgot, no one mentioned this anymore. It's still fine. It's the people in crypto have short memory.
for sure. And
um
again,
yeah,
like I'm sorry, when you were talking to Fast Money, I thought, that's a guy that doesn't care about the utility, about the technology, only wants to pump his bag, make gains off of trading, which is fine. I'm not criticizing him for that. But it just shows you there's a disconnect between some of us that actually do believe in the technology, love the
yeah,
projects, love the future of it. And then there's another group of people that are just savages that just want to make gains and pump their bag.
like, seriously, with this NFT, Beat Boy look a good boy. Big
Yeah,
Boy is a good boy
exactly.
when you look at
Yeah,
this because
yeah,
he
yeah.
hired
Agreed.
35 people. He has company. He go to church. He's good boy, right? It's
Yeah, yeah. So I try to square this circle sometimes in my head. You know, Bitboy is a right wing, gun toting Christian conservative. And those are just things I'm not. So although we share a commonality that we are both in recovery and, drug addicts,
many
that's kind
people
of
in
right. And that's where, but there's a fork, and the fork starts right after that because his other values are not things that I actually
yeah,
believe in. And I tried to come to terms with that and say, he's not so bad, and I want the value of his content, but I don't. I don't agree with
yeah,
him. I don't agree with his politics, and his morality doesn't line up with mine either. So, I mean, I'm not trying to disparage Ben. He's probably the biggest boy in our space, really, and
yeah.
I think our government will look to people like that when they are making legislature. I know he's already gone to Texas to talk about how to make crypto legislature. So he's an important person in the space. He's a very
Yeah.
influential person in the space, but we're just two different people, and I can't
And
square that circle.
yeah, I think he's slowly changing. He tried to do everything legal, I guess. So
Yeah, right.
good for him. Here, your money will be taken for a journey as well. Someone asking for recommending 2 3 coins. I don't do it. I don't know what's good holding till 2024. Uh
Probably
yeah, not
Bitcoin.
not not even yourself. Some shitty graphic that you did, or someone is recommending. Oh, this comment was removed. It wasn't me. Someone comment. No, it wasn't removed. It's we don't do it here. I don't know who's this guy, and I don't know what's this token. As I um you in recovery, right? And so people, I will wind off crypto subject a little bit. You not sure if you will be into that, but Paul is the past addict, and I talked to you about Carl Hart, yeah, recently, and he was
Yeah.
saying that you, yeah, like that
So
you
I got brushed up on Carl Hart. Definitely listened to a lot of
he
his
said that you
stuff.
can actually use heroin and not be an addict. It's fine to
He
use something recreationally, but I wonder what's your perspective after, like, you're addict. What do you make of this?
so in principle, I agree with a lot of Carl Hart. I don't believe making the drugs illegal has done anything to solve the problem. But he kind of he's got a narrative, and he's selling a book, so you got to always be aware of that too when you listen to him. But the things that stuck with me the most was he said there, with heroin, with chronic heroin use, the biggest concern is constipation, and he said with chronic cocaine use is the biggest concern is not using it before you go to bed, and he just glosses over um, the disparity of drug addiction pretty quickly. That the withdrawals from heroin would be my number one concern. Yeah, I get it. Constipation is like a thing with opiate use, and I actually had a family member almost die, got septic, was addicted to prescription pain medication, and got constipated and ended up septic and almost dying. But that is a small factor in the overall umbrella of the disparity of addiction. And I think he does a poor job of representing that in both with coke and heroin. And he always goes to this fact that 80% of people that use drugs are not addicts, and he uses the DSM-5 model of addiction. And for that, you have to have physical addiction. Well, most drugs just aren't physically addicting outside of opiates, benzos, and alcohol. Coke and meth and these other drugs aren't going to create a physical addiction. So therefore, your whole criteria of what addiction is kind of skewed, because there's plenty of people out there that aren't physically addicted, that their lives are completely a wreck and unmanageable. And I think he kind of glosses over that. He uses his terminology to kind of shield that fact that just because you're
Yeah,
not physically addicted doesn't mean you're in a good spot
I, I, I
using.
I was thinking, like, it's hard to say if you are not an addict yourself. Reda, I see you. I'll send you a link in a moment. Um, but yeah, so I was thinking it's hard to say, like, if you're not addicted, and it's easy to say, but I believe there is, like, more to it.
I don't think
Um,
he's ever been an addict, to tell you the truth. I don't
yeah.
think any addict would have
When
made
was the
that.
first time you tried heroin?
Uh, Probably it was 2004.
How was it? And what
Uh,
form?
okay,
And
so the
why
very,
did you do it? Why did you try it first time? Like, all the
I mean, so you're kind of opening a big can of worms. I think I can remember from a young age, like always wanting to grow up to be a drug addict. And I don't know why. I don't know how to put my finger on that. I think maybe it was the excitement, or because it was so taboo. Like everyone knows you shouldn't do heroin, right? It's bad for you. But I don't know what dysfunction I have that I took that to mean that sounds like something I really want to try. And then when I got the opportunity, I tried it. So the very first time I tried heroin, we did water lines. You take a little bit of black tar, you mix it in with some water, and you snort it. It's kind of not a great way to administer it. And I did such a small amount, I didn't really get much of effect, but I knew right away that I wanted to try it again. And again, I don't know how to put my
and what
finger
was
on.
that euphoria?
Again, the first time it wasn't all that euphoric because I did a small amount. It was my friends,
Yeah.
and it wasn't all that great. The second time I tried it, I smoked it, and then I got the euphoria and the nodding and all the other effects. And a good heroin again, like when you maybe your first hit of the day or the first time you use it, yeah, you get a nice euphoria, you feel good. But once you become a chronic user, you just never return to that. You just kind of feel again normal. I never remember um, heroin as being a real fun euphoria experience. It was always just a matter of maintenance to avoid being sick.
So how old were you exactly? You were like 20s, in your 20s?
No, 30. It was right after my mom died. So yeah, I'm going to
Oh
say
yeah.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 years old before I started doing heroin. I mean, if you're going to do drugs, do them as a kid so you can recover and have a normal life. Like 40 years old is not the time to start a coke addiction, in my mind.
Did you
You missed.
you tried coke? Probably yes.
Yeah, that was my main product that I sold as a drug trafficker was coke. I
Yeah.
used a lot of heroin, but I never really sold it. The people that I dealt with sold coke, meth, and heroin. That was their three go-tos. But yeah, I sold and did a lot of coke. I don't
Did
have
you
such a. Go ahead.
did you shoot heroin? Yeah, like intravenous?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
deep veins though, and they're small and they're hard to hit. And the practical application of using drugs that way for me was not great because when you miss your vein and you push it under your skin, it's painful and it's a waste. So the last thing any addict wants to do is waste their dope. So more often than not, I would smoke it because it was a guarantee. But you get the best effect and the most yield from IV use.
Yeah.
You're not going to have any waste essentially. So I did from
Yeah.
time to time shoot
And
up.
how did you get into the drug trafficking? Because that's probably bigger thing because that puts you to prison. So like when was it and
So it
how does it
started.
work? Is it stressful?
Is it stressful being in the cartel?
So
A
you
little
are in the
bit.
cartel, yeah? Like
Yeah. It was called the largest heroin cartel that Tucson has ever known. I was on the front page of the newspaper. They do the little triangle. They got the main guy on top. I was in the third row. I was named as a lieutenant in the Magana cartel in
were you
2005.
lieutenant or they overstated?
No, it was an overreach for sure. I mean, I was involved with these guys, but they were doing some really nefarious things I had nothing to do with. The list of charges, there was like 6 or 7 charges, including money laundering and racketeering. And I mean, even using your phone is a criminal activity if you're
Was the
using it for
racketeering the good charge for you, or it wasn't? It
well, the
shouldn't be.
actual charge was called conspiracy. And what
Mhm.
conspiracy means is you are responsible for everything your organization does. And these guys were like putting bodies in the desert and shit and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah.
things I had absolutely nothing to do with. And but when it came down on paper, it was a year and a half long DEA investigation. They were making fake buys, they were undercover surveillance. It was a big deal. And yeah, when all that came down on me, and they said I was as responsible for these other guys' actions that had nothing to do with it, was pretty scary to tell you the truth. I was looking at about 125 years.
Wow.
So
Well, Reda, I sent you the link, so uh, I'm just saying. I know you are here, so uh,
but no, I was not that involved. I mean, I had like my own little cocaine trade where I was selling coke to all my friends and buddies and all
so
that. But
you are not like massive seller, like you are, or but
not the way the government made it sound. No.
what was the money that you made?
So on a weekend, I'd make probably $3,000, probably $5,000 a week. And again, like I had a guy from Seattle that would come down, pick up 600 pounds of weed. That was the $250,000 deal. That happened once a month. I made $50 a pound on that. So that was like 10,000 a month there. Selling coke was like 5,000 a week, something like that.
What's the Reda? Like I'm letting you in. I still want to ask a few things.
Of course. Hey,
The
Paul,
public.
happy
Hey,
Thanksgiving, man. Happy
thanks, Reda. It's
Thanksgiving,
good to
and
hear from you.
an amazing story that you have. And I'm so happy you recovered and you're doing well. It's great to hear, man.
Likewise. Yeah, it's
And
been an incredible journey.
yeah, I hope you will make it in this crypto space, this full of opportunities, so you get away from the bad stuff.
Man, Paul do so well. He's like 4x on something.
Oh, really? What did
on,
you on
on
what?
Crow, on
Oh,
crypto.com and
yeah,
Crow.
they bought the arena, right? Yeah, they did
They,
Mm.
they did.
crazy.
They bought Stable Center where the Lakers play.
Yeah, but sorry, Margin, continue your thing.
No, it's fine. Do you have
Oh, yeah.
camera?
At the moment, no, I'm sorry, man. At
Ah,
the
it's
moment,
fine.
my phone
It's
is charging.
it's fine. What were your like? Because you are a heroin addict. Was it your drug of choice?
It was my drug of choice after I became addicted. It
Mm-hmm.
just it eliminates everything from your life. It removes your desire to eat. It removes your libido. It removes your relationships. It just becomes your single point focus. Like
Yeah.
I was a cannabis user my whole life since I was a teenager, and I always loved smoking cannabis. But when I became a heroin addict, I gave it up. It just was, why are you going to spend $20 on cannabis when you need it for heroin? So
Yeah.
it just becomes the whole focal point of everything in your life. So
I
yeah, when
think
you
you
get
are.
addicted, don't go ahead.
Yeah, I think you are quite lucky that you were addicted before the
The
fentanyl
fentanyl, absolutely, I'd be
issue,
dead.
because it's I read it's like 150,000 deaths this year
I believe that.
from opioid addiction, and it's like massive issue, and it's mainly the Chinese fentanyl, I guess.
It was
You
probably
know,
the precursor was probably made in China, but it was what's his name? El Chapo's curse on the United States for arresting him.
yeah,
Do you know who El Chapo is?
Man,
He
Paul, I just watched the series Narcos Mexico, and now I'm hearing you were like in history you were in a cartel. Man,
yeah,
sometimes I feel with them like they live so rich, for 2 years they have everything they have, and
yeah,
then they have this horrible debt, like it's so crazy
yeah.
to see. Like
Or you
from
get enough
having
in prison.
from having everything to having nothing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was in the Magana cartel, which was an arm of the Sinaloa cartel, and Sinaloa and Juarez are pretty much the two main factions. I think in Narcos, you get to like Cali cartel kind of came after the fall of Pablo Escobar and the Medellin, and then that gave rise to Cali cartel, which was basically state sponsored cartel in Mexico, and from that you get Juarez and
But
Sinaloa.
how were you accepted as an American citizen to work for them? Like, did they trust you, or did they think
Mhm.
you're a DEA agent or
No,
whatever?
not at all.
Yeah,
No,
that series a bit fictional.
yeah. Again, on this side of the border, the cartel boys are pretty cool. You know what I mean? On the other
They're
side of the
ruthless, right?
border,
They're ruthless, man.
yeah,
What I
they're
saw.
ruthless. Well,
Yeah.
again, yeah, in Mexico, they're completely ruthless, and to some degree with their own here, but they're cool. Yeah, we got along just fine.
Especially
We're all
the
making money and
my friend is
doing
Mexican.
well.
Yeah, my friend is Mexican, and he told me like this Mexican cartel they kill babies and stuff. Like this new cartel, they go too far, man. They cut
Well,
IOs and all that stuff. It's crazy.
that's like MS-13, which is an El Salvadorian gang. They're the ruthless ones, and they butcher bodies in this country and do the kidnappings and all of that. But like the Mexican cartel, they're business guys. You know what I mean? As long as we're making money and you're not a snitch and you're coming correct with your cash, everything was good till it wasn't.
so sorry to go off the subject, but like that's actually a lot of different to like big difference to some of the Japanese triads, yakuza in Japan, which is these are businessmen. They don't murder people,
Right.
like you know
They
what I mean,
do,
like
but they're
what
just not
they
senselessly murdering people in the street. They're
yeah,
not
sorry,
killing
that's
babies
you
and
you are right.
innocent people.
And
Yeah.
I heard apparently, I heard the lowest crime one could do in Japan is stealing money from others. Yakuza doesn't do this. Yakuza do drug trafficking, prostitution, probably human trafficking and stuff. They don't steal money from others. The
Right.
pocket picking, pickpocketing is not
Yep.
the thing. And the same in Hong Kong is such a strange place. So Hong Kong has 50,000 triad members. There is 7.5 million people in Hong Kong, 50,000 triad members, which is more than police force in Hong Kong.
Right.
and is completely socially accepted. They don't do crimes on the streets. This
Right.
is not that. This is businessmen. They run the illegal hazard, drugs, like it's regular business actually. They don't do small petty crimes. And for
Right.
example, which is many people don't know about this, when they come Chinese New Year, every single restaurant has the same flower outside, like the kind of mandarin tree. And the reason for that, this is not that they bought it themselves, but because all of them have the same. This is triad member going from the shop to shop, giving them this plant, and they give the protection fee every year in exchange. So the triad members every year for Chinese New Year's visit many restaurants, especially local restaurants, to pay them money, because you need to pay protection fees to the triads in Hong Kong, and it's completely socially accepted. Everyone knows it. Police probably knows it. It's never done.
Absolutely.
Nothing was ever done with it. It's like I know it was 5,000 Hong Kong dollars. I think it's 5,000. So it's like 800
With
US
the
dollars. It's
tax,
not much. Sorry.
that's the tax. That's what you have to. That's the tax for the
Yeah, that's
triad.
the little tax, which would be like 800 US dollars. That's what I heard. Maybe it's more, but they come to wish happy Chinese New Year, and the business owners give them red envelope for Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's You have to do it. You have to do it because you will
I
have
mean,
troubles. But
same
that
situation in Italy, right? In southern Italy, that the mafia
yeah, that
charges
was.
everyone
But
production
it's
protection.
no violence. There is no mafia violence. Like this is, I mean, this is not good people. But the triads is like always were very big in Hong Kong, and they have the, I would say they make really good money. In fact, the two biggest kidnappings in the history of the world were done in Hong Kong. And the how to call the fine after kidnapping,
The ransom.
ransom, was over 100 million US dollars, and it was
Jeez.
paid. It was
Yeah.
paid, and never police was engaged, because you know Hong Kong tycoons have a lot of cash, and it was in 90s. It was in this $100 million were like a lot of money. That was the ransoms there. Like so, there's triads. They do stuff there, but there's no killings. That looks a little bit different. You know, so culturally that's different. That's what Latin America does.
Yeah, I get. And in Latin America, there's just really no separation between the mafia and the state. That again, with Mexico,
Yeah,
it's basically state-sponsored mafia. I mean, they run the
yeah,
whole country. They run every aspect of the country.
yeah,
So I say just legitimize them. I mean, I'd rather have an enemy that I know than an enemy I don't. That
yeah,
there's bad guys everywhere in the world, and if you want to reduce the violence, deal with the ones that are already in charge, that are already running things. That the
yeah,
most violence happens is when you topple an organization and a new one tries to take its place, and then you get battling factions trying to kill each other over
yeah.
routes. So I
I
don't know
I
what the answer is
Man,
there.
the biggest mafia, in my opinion, right now is the government itself. Who
Right.
is giving us rules. I mean,
Yeah.
printing money. I mean, if they just regulated, money sharing, you would have no narcos.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do in this
Corruption.
country. Instead of our
Yeah.
politicians and killing people, we just buy people.
well, so,
Corporations
so
buy
some
Going
people
politicians.
to
are.
war, cursing countries, killing kids. I mean,
Yeah.
that's bigger than mafia. That's just
Yeah,
slaughter,
well,
man.
that's what America's good at. I mean, if you want to buy an F-16, you come to the United States. You want to buy a Patriot missile, you come to the United States.
I mean, they ask
You
for
want
it.
to,
I mean, these narcos people, why you should ask the question, why do you have a narcos in the first place? Because there was something wrong in the system. These people had no chance to go to school. They had no education. They had no chance to survive. Even like most of
that's
them,
right.
their parents were drugs traffickers. Why? because the freaking system never gave them a chance to have a job, a
Right.
legit job, getting some income. So if I look at that way, I mean, yeah, of course you have narcos, man, especially in
Yeah,
Mexico.
I think that's the best way to fight drugs is through opportunity and education for people, because you're absolutely right. People fall into this disparity because there are no other options. And again, tying it back into the blockchain, that 70% of the world's unbanked and has no access to financial institutions. It keeps you stuck in a box, and blockchain can help to make that available to all peoples of the worlds and even the playing field a bit. So that's one of the reasons why I love the technology we're talking about here is
No,
that
because
it. Go ahead.
no, because my parents are from Africa, from Morocco, and there you also have not that much opportunity, or like in Zambia, those countries. So how else are you gonna eat? How can you get food on the table if there is no opportunity, man? Even the own government tells you, hey, you don't earn that much, you can have no bank.
Right.
You need income to store your money in a bank. So people will choose violence, and then afterwards they will cry, hey, we have too much narcos. Well, you guys made narcos. Narcos
Well,
didn't born
yeah.
itself.
Well, the demand also creates the narcos, right? That if people weren't seeking out the product to begin with,
Yeah,
there would be,
I think that the fact that you make something illegal and maybe you pull, I don't know if you would agree, because there would be maybe no problem if the drugs would be legal, right? If the drugs would be legal, I don't know if that's true, but like, would it work? Let's say you can buy heroin as the addict, right?
yep.
Legally. Wouldn't it remove the problem of shooting fentanyl? Like,
I think. I,
Nope.
like it would,
Because
yeah.
how much is it going to cost me to go to the dispensary and buy
Yeah,
my
I
legal heroin?
understand. Then it would be
I mean, how much
priced
does it
for.
cost to buy cannabis at the legal dispensary? It's more than the street value. Like when I
also,
go to the dispensary and buy weed, it costs me more money than it would if I bought it
Yeah,
off the street.
I
And I think
understand.
you'll have the same issue if you would legalize coke and heroin. That the legal coke and heroin is still going to be ultra expensive, and it's still going to ruin people financially.
also depends on demand and supply. As long as there's
Yep.
demand outside the border, this is
You're
also
going to have a
always gonna
supply.
be. You have to remove the supply or burn it or whatever, man, or scarce it and then make
Mm,
it legal. But that's not gonna happen because in my eyes, America made billions of dollars, because of the exports in Mexico and the coke. They act
Yep.
like, as the good guys and everything, but I don't believe any of that, man. I think the United States earned so much money from, from money, the money laundering, and then they act like Mexico are the bad guys. No way.
They
I don't
funded
believe.
the whole Iran war with
Yeah, it's
coke money.
stupid. Yeah,
It's
it's just people don't know this, but
yeah.
it's and narcos will never go away from Mexico because the government is crap. It's corrupt as
Because
hell.
because the narcos are the government. There is no
Yes, that's a
religion.
problem. Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
never.
And if you try and get rid of them, they just change their uniform. Like when these cities and communities in Mexico try and eliminate the narcos out of their cities, the narcos just go and change to the side that's eliminating them, and it's the same guys in the same trucks. They just have a different T-shirt
And
on.
why, Paul? Because of greed. This all
Yeah.
happens because the rich were too greedy. They said, you guys are poor, you're gonna stay poor. Well, look, these poor people are gonna fight back. They're hungry, so they're gonna like El Chapo. That guy
Yep.
was poor. He was a freaking farmer, man, in
Yep.
Sinaloa. And you
Yep.
think he's not gonna fight back? Come on, man. And even if
Yep.
you kill El Chapo, he has so many cousins. And actually, these people actually help their own people. Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's a good guy or anything, but at least
Yep.
they feed their own freaking city.
Well, that was Pablo Escobar too. He was so popular in the Medellin because he was building houses in the beginning
yeah,
and taking care of his own people that no one was willing to turn him in.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
just
there's definitely a
people
mystique.
apparently people loved him, right? Like
They
he built the
did.
stadiums and everything.
of course they love
Um,
him.
They had
He gives
pictures
food.
in their house like Jesus. They loved him like a god.
Look, he
like
was
Mao Zedong.
look. He did also some horrible things. The playing with people that didn't do anything, blown up. But I think Pablo Escobar, the mistake he did, he went into politics and then he became a
He
target. He
started,
became
yeah,
too
he
arrogant, right? He
started.
became too arrogant.
Well, he started killing police and politicians, and that's a
That's where he
big
fucked
no-no.
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where he fucked up.
Paul, I wonder. Sorry. Oh, by the like, well, sorry, like because I wanted to ask something else, but before, like, did you try benzodiazepines as well?
Yes. Yeah, I like that. I
And
mean, again, I don't take them anymore, but I loved at a time in my life. I love benzos,
which ones was it?
Xanax and Valium typically, but I've taken them all. Clonopin and
Yeah,
any
was
lorazepam,
it giving you
lorazepam.
more euphoria than heroin?
So benzos are, a CNS inhibitor. So it just kind of, I don't know if I would describe it as euphoria as much as just a calming effect that it just,
Yeah,
slows down your
I
blood pressure. It
I know it's
slows
very
down neural
personal
activity.
because I love the feeling. I'm not taking them. I love the feeling, and I know some people get very heavy, like high euphoria of the effect. But I'm asking, not sure if you followed the Jordan Peterson case of addiction to benzos. And not sure if you know the
No,
guy or
I know
something
who
like
Jordan
this.
Peterson is, but no, I haven't followed it.
Yeah, so he had, and he was blaming benzos a lot, and I was feeling like, so because this coming to blaming the drugs, right?
Right.
And I know the drugs are not the solution, and benzos are super addictive and probably dangerous, less than opioids possibly. But he was blaming the drugs, and like I think blaming maybe not blaming the drugs but doctors, but I think blaming the drug often is such a mistake because if you know that benzos are dangerous and addictive, you will use them in the good way. I think sometimes, and we need the drugs because the benzos in many cases are so helpful. If someone has the epilepsy or something, like, this is amazing drug. So I think the rhetoric sometimes coming and saying how bad the drug like it's missing completely the point of the conversation. So he
Yeah.
was saying he didn't know it's addictive, and he didn't know that, and there was like, and then his daughter like posted how many people the benzos killed, including Michael Jackson and others, but she wouldn't disclose that they were mixing the drugs, which is the worst thing you can
Right.
do. While when you take the clean drug, it's apparently hard to die unless you take a lot of this. So they were like saying how many people overdose on benzos and they are prescribed, but they miss the point that benzos actually in many cases are very helpful. And I was surprised that him, as the uh, clinical psychologist, didn't know the benzos are addictive, right? And it was like, and then just accused the benzos, but you should know that, like.
I would
So yeah,
agree. I
just
love
like,
benzos. I used to call them a wonder drug just because it helps
it's a,
so many different things. It slows down your whole body,
your
but
muscles are relaxed, your mind is
everything, yeah,
relaxed.
everything. So it's
I Yeah.
I would say though, like as far as euphoria, it is I used to call it the trifecta. You did a little coke, a little heroin, and some benzos all mixed together, and that got you the most probably euphoric effect. But again,
Yeah.
that synergy creates the danger, like you were just saying, that it's hard to OD on just snorting coke, but when you mix in a bunch of other drugs on top of
Yeah,
it, that's when you
that's
start getting fatalities.
yeah.
Yo, Margin, you want to also talk about crypto or?
Yeah, I wanted to ask something to Paul, but I forgot. We actually talked about you, Reda,
Oh, you did?
Uh
Why, man? You
yeah.
don't have to talk about me, man.
No, people were asking about you, and we talk about the recent life, about you living
Oh,
and
sorry.
stuff, and
I want to clarify something. I don't
no,
hate
everyone
Oracle.
knows. Everyone knows.
I don't hate him or anything. I'm just not a big fan of leverage because I saw good friends of mine.
Yeah.
They lost everything because of leverage, and also because of people they say, "Oh, I do 60 times leverage," and I get really obnoxious by that. It's like drugs, man. Leverage, like really, really like drugs, like gambling.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I've made
leverage
that
is the
point. Like
worst.
leverage trading is so casino-ish to me
Yeah,
that
man. It's-
it's very very compulsive and can be, I wouldn't call it addictive, but it's certainly compulsive and set up, I think, to be that way.
yeah.
Reda, like, because I was talking to Paul about it. Like, do you even follow this journey crypto thing? You didn't tell me anything
I
about
told
it.
you. No, 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 Margin. I told you in the summer. I swear to God, I told you in the summer. I named you some YouTubers. I told you I don't watch these guys. I also named Journey. He was one of them. Journey, your friend now is good. And some others. I
Hmm.
told you I don't. These people. It's not surprising to me. Of course, he's gonna do NFT project and steal people's money. How is this surprising to you?
So much money.
It's not
60,
surprising to me. Yeah, but it's not his fault.
65 million.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
his fault. It's the people that buy it. They have no
Yeah.
brains. The brain cells, no zero brain cells. They they
But I
they
think,
they see this guy on a chair, and they trust him. Like this NFT is going to zero, man. It's just it saddens me.
and when it goes to zero, though, the question is, will it be fraud or will it be a criminal
No,
charge in what he's doing? You don't think so?
nah, it's not gonna. Look, I'm 5 years in this game. 5 years. I saw
Right.
worse than this. People selling ICOs that only have a white paper. Only have a
Uh,
white paper, you know.
yes, I done. He made 14,000 Ethereum. In the video I said 20,000. I wasn't sure. Apparently he made around 14, 15,000 ETH
Margin,
from his NFT.
get some more people here, man. Paul, stay with us, man, please. There's gonna be some more people here, so don't be.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm not going
Hassan
anywhere.
Hassan asked you, and actually Hassan was asking me if I can recommend him 3 coins for the next 3 or 4 years. I said I don't do it. Maybe you can do it for him, but I don't think it's the right thing to
Yes.
do.
What's the last video of Margin? The last video about Margin, his amazing video about these coins. Those
Thank
coins I'm also gonna buy. Agoric, brilliant project, fair use case, Bikonomi, Anoma, Yumi, those coins. Yes, for the next cycle. Yes, you don't need anything else.
And I was actually saying about your blue chip list because I mentioned this. I
Yes, I
didn't
know
share
more.
it. I said
Yeah,
I can share it with
no
people
problem.
if you would.
But
But
I had a sense of your Margin. Maybe I'm wrong. I have a sense you are a bit tired of this market. I have a sense you don't like it anymore. This
I'm
space.
a little bit tired.
Yes. Why you don't take a
It's
break? But why
you
you take a
used
break?
you used the best word, tired of it, because it's the I just feel like it's lost its reason with the journey, with everything. I talk to people, I talk to friends, and it doesn't feel right what's happening, and I'm like, and even when I like speak on this, like instead of like conversation, I will get, oh, you mad because you broke, bro.
But the Margin, why you like? I used to like you because you use that hate and then make you laugh at it. You should laugh. You stay yourself. I love when you do that.
No, it's
But
funny.
now,
It's
no, 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 no. Now I'm feeling it
but
gets to you. I'm feeling it gets
yeah,
to you a little bit.
maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little bit emotional, you know.
don't, man. Paul, tell
Yeah,
him, man. Don't get emotional of these haters, man. I mean, look what Paul been through, man. We are on the
yeah,
internet getting some hate. I mean, who cares?
yeah. Uh, yeah. There is no sale in Agoric. I think maybe even up to 6 months, and I think maybe it's good because it gives the time the project to mature and get a little bit better and. Yeah, there is no urgency. The good thing, because when you watch YouTube, everyone is like, it's super urgent now. You need to get into this now. But
Your
with this
last
project,
chance.
there is no urgency. You have time, and actually, like maybe in a little bit opposition to you, Reda, because
Mm,
you talk about gaming as well, that it will be big. Wow, 22 people watching, crazy.
yeah.
Um, and
You need more?
it's fine. It's fine. It's
Hey,
no need
Paul, I
more.
was with this guy when I had 50 followers. I
Well,
was with
Yeah.
that's
Martin.
20
Yeah,
more than I have.
no, I was with Margin since the start, man. I'm still a fan.
Paul was here very early too.
Yeah.
Very early. Paul.
What did you buy, Paul? I heard you're a Forex on Crow. That's amazing, man.
So yeah, I'm heavy into again all the Cosmos networks. Let me just look at my portfolio. I have Juno, Secret, Osmosis,
Oh, let's go,
Akash.
man. You're in Atom too, yeah, Atom, man. Give
Yeah,
some
I'm
love.
bullish.
Love
I have
Atom.
a bunch of other, not a bunch anymore, but I have H bar, I have Chainlink, I have some other coins that I bought early when I came into crypto. I'd have to actually look it up.
The
But
best coins, the best projects are from Atom. Like hands
yeah,
down. Like
in the last probably 3 months, the only investments I've made has been in Atom projects, and I've been pulling out from my other coins and reinvesting into Atom projects.
I think
I
it was my fault.
It
Maybe.
was. I blame you completely. I also hold
Mm.
Doge, Algo. Doge was my
But
first
uh,
coin.
yeah.
I think Doge is fine actually. Like it's one meme coin, the one king of the meme
You
coins,
know,
right? So it's
like we were
really
saying,
like
it's Lindy. It's been around a long time.
yeah.
I'm not, again, I'm not hoping to feed my family off of it. And I don't even know if I'd ever sell it. I kind of like just having it around as like a token of my first token. So,
Paul, we already established you have no family, so there's no
yeah.
one to. No, sorry, sorry if I'm going too far.
Oh, that's
No, not
hardcore.
at all. I mean, again, if you're my friend, you can say anything you want.
Yeah,
You know what I
you talk
Uh,
mean?
to your daughter, right? You talk to your daughter.
I will today. Yeah, I talk to her all the time.
Yeah, how old is she?
23. She's
Oh, that's she's nearly my age. I'm only seven
yeah,
years older than
she's
than she is. Yeah.
she's gonna try and do her PhD at Stanford University.
Wow.
Yeah, in math
Well,
education.
in math.
Yeah, she's a math teacher
They,
at at a high school, ninth grade.
wow, that's so impressive. Could I
Yeah.
say like compliment? Maybe she got a brain after you.
So my dad is also a math professor, and he was a developer
Okay.
for 40 years. So she got her good looks from me. Probably got her brains from someone else,
Shit,
maybe.
guys. I don't know. My father was construction worker. I have no 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 pride in my bloodline.
Well,
You
it
know,
didn't. It
my
skips a
grandfather was
generation. So
miner. You know,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. My
So
dad was software developer for Larry Ellison. You know who Larry
wow,
Ellison is?
yeah, from Oracle, of course
From
I know.
Oracle. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, he worked for other companies. That was the last 15 years.
yeah.
Uh,
I know, I know Oracle very well. You know, like but yeah. So your father was like, I guess, good man at his work.
it
Eh,
took 5 Bangladeshis to do the work of my dad.
Wow,
And even when the Bangladeshis did it, what the code wasn't right. So,
that's really something. I know also
yeah.
like Larry Ellison daughter is movie producer and she produced really fine movies. Like not sure if you
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
No, I
I like
wasn't.
my favorite movie director is Paul Thomas Anderson. She's producing all of his movies now. Like we'll talk on Twitter about that because like yeah,
I know you went to film school, right, Martin?
I tried to get to
You tried
film
to go to
school
film
three
school?
times and I was declined 3 times.
Oh, they wouldn't even let you in?
They wouldn't. No, I didn't. There was only 8 spots a year, so
Oh,
I was failure. I was it's yeah, like I was really failure. Like I was 22 years old and I was broke. I didn't have job. I just had nothing. 21-year old, 22 years old was the start of me actually learning Photoshop and stuff. Like, but 21 years old, I didn't have really. I was studying culture because like as the backup, which is useless thing. I couldn't get to film school. I loved movies, and in 1 year, I watched like 500 movies. And my parents was keep saying to me, like, "Oh, you should find a job. You should find a job." I kind of felt I always have a plan, and I'm happy the things turned well. It was the same room I am in now back then when they were asking me. So
right.
I did whole
Full
circle.
circle. Yeah.
But yeah, and especially my father because he was construction worker, right? So he's like heavy hand, so he was like, yeah, you should go to work on the like construction, be a man. And I was like this gayish little pussy, I would say, for him. I had dyed my hair, I had earrings, and like I was complete useless child for him. And I know like he was talking around and talking to his friends that his son is stupid and useless. That was, but I forgive him. It's fine. I
Yeah.
understand that completely. That's how he was brought up. That's how he was growing up in his man world. By
Right.
his
That's what he
father.
learned from his
Uh,
father. Yeah.
yeah, his
Yeah.
father was like this. So I hated my grandfather. So I know how it
Generational
was.
toxicity.
Yes. So
uh,
horrible man, horrible man. My grandfather, disgusting person.
I've,
He's
uh,
dead. I shouldn't talk like. Sorry, Reda. Yeah.
yeah, No, no, go on, man. Now I just want to say after the Oracle thing, his fans came to me. They were mad at me, man. So I just want
Mad
to
at you.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, they said that, but I didn't leave until I really had to go, man. Like it's no, I had to go. It wasn't I had to leave.
I'm surprised. They come on my channel and they are very nice people. So so
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
don't know, man, but yeah, I don't like when someone comes in and the first thing he said, I have 5 Lambos. Who cares? You
yeah,
know?
like, so what I was saying to Paul, as the my defense, right? I was mentioning this before, that I'm thinking, is this is bad, or the thing that someone play and pretend is I'm good person, and selling NFTs for 65 millions, right? So, you know hey, Pedram, behave yourself.
Pedro.
You can join us if you want.
Yeah, but the margin,
Well,
to be honest, bro, I know you want to change the everything, but look, man, I also want to change everything, but it's not gonna happen. The only thing you can do, you like by giving him attention, by giving make a video about him, people are gonna buy his NFT maybe because of you. They're gonna oh maybe people don't even know him, they watch his videos, and they will begin to like him. You know, so
Yeah,
you can better just ignore it, and this space will never change, man. I
but
know
that's
you want to.
also my, like, how I can use this drama to build my popularity as well. Let's not pretend that's what I'm doing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I use this hot subject to that was, and it's so hard because my best time was at the beginning, when my channel was trending at some point, and there's some, I'm sorry, few people who stayed, Paul, Reda, others left, and since then I didn't have my time, so I hope I would grow. Like, I think the quality of my videos is okay with the camera, and hopefully, maybe with you guys we could have like the uh, podcast once a week or something, or with many other people. I
But
enjoy talking to the
you
people,
don't have to grow by just using drama. Look, me, I'm not growing because of drama or anything.
I've
I'm growing because I'm doing something I love, man, and that's just finding good projects, sharing them with the communities. I try, to do my best. Like you said, the other project that I liked, the price pumped. I'd never expect in my life if I post price goes up.
Yeah.
I never so it's new for me. Everything for me is new, but I learned from it. I said, okay, I think margin won't like this, so I next time I don't do it again. That's it. Now I have effect, I think, on coin.
You shouldn't care if I like it or not, because I have friends, and sometimes I talk to friends and say, like, I don't think maybe it's right, but people do whatever
But
they
I
want.
also trade. I'm
Yo, Reda,
yeah.
I think the problem, because your personality is aka Mr. Nice Guy, and I think that's what's attractive. That what people uh what is attracting people, to you. I think it's because
Yeah,
you
look, I'm
are
not nice or whatever, bro. I'm just me, man. Look, I'm always like this, because of the
uh
past. I was not humble in the past. Now I'm more humble, That's it.
I don't know, Hassan asking about bottom of economy. I don't think it's public.
It's not. Yeah, it's gonna get listed on Huobi, but I look, man. Don't buy it release. Don't be an idiot. Wait two
So,
weeks.
Hassan, if you have something, is more people. Sorry,
Oh,
we
nice,
have
man.
that.
Nice. Wait, let
Uh,
me try if I get my camera on, man.
yeah, would be cool. Pedram, do you have some normal light?
Normal
Yeah,
life.
yeah, not
You
not not
don't you don't like my life.
no. Paul, do you know Pedram?
I do know Pedro.
He,
It's
he
been
was here
a
for a
few.
while.
Yeah, he
Uh,
was here, and then
yeah, and then I
I've seen
argued
him.
with
I've seen him
him.
in chat though recently. So yeah, I know who Pedro is.
Yeah, what's up? I really liked your story you did, by the way.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
Pretty interesting.
I
Better
like taking.
Martian, you like this?
Yeah, really cool
Yeah.
camera you have. It's such a cool
Okay.
setup. If I get my camera better, like, that would be so cool. Yeah, that's why I like bringing up Paul, because, like, first of all, Paul has pretty cool voice, and he has good stories to share, and, like, well, he's just like regular guy, who
Damn, look,
is
Reda
like
now has camera.
What's up, man?
What's up?
and
How are
here
you?
it
How you
is.
doing, man?
Long time no see.
Yeah, man.
So can I talk about this token that you call? Was it call or what was it, Reda?
Collect. Yeah, it's a metaverse.
Yeah. So
It's
here
a
is the
metaverse.
thing,
Yeah.
Pedro and Paul. Look, the 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 Reda at some point type in that leaving like four posts. Reda, was it four?
What you mean?
That about call. You dropped the four tweets, I think, about call
Yeah, like I
every few
always do,
minutes.
man. I like the project, man. They have nice
Yeah.
VCs and stuff. So yeah,
And within 1 hour the token goes up
yeah, man.
45%.
Yeah, it
Is
was
it
shocking to me.
coincidence?
It was shocking to me too, man. I didn't knew what was happening as
And
well.
Reda has 2,000 Twitter followers, so it's not that
What
much, right?
is the ticker? What is the ticker?
Cool. It's on OKEX.
KOL.
Yeah, man. It's a metaverse play. I don't know. Everyone is sleeping on it, but it's crazy, man. It's so good.
And this spike few days ago that you see,
Yeah.
that's
You don't think it was just an incident?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
so. So there is not many Twitter followers. It's I mean, it's many. It's 2,000. But
2.2 million.
suddenly, I
Is there
checked the
a
Ethers.
site where we can see the market cap? Or, because I'm only seeing
Yeah,
the price.
market cap was 6.5 million and now it's 9 million, which is still low.
Okay, yeah,
So
3 million is very likely to
no,
to
6.5.
move. So you moved 6.5 million with one tweet.
No,
No.
6.5 till 9.
Yeah,
So you
It was a
moved
$3 million move.
You
crazy.
at two
It's-
2.5. That is completely possible, dude. There
Yeah.
are channels right now on YouTube. For example, Bento Boy, or there's a bunch of NFT channels popping up right now. All of them around 7 to 14,000, maybe some even a little bit more subscribers. And these guys are starting to sell their own NFTs. And
Cyprus. It's continue.
and
It's fine.
and yeah, and the one guy, I will find his name. He sold 10,101 NFTs for 0.25 Ethereum, and that's like a guy that started YouTube a month ago.
Yeah. So I was saying to Reda that you don't need as much to move the market. Actually, you can
You
move the
don't need
market with
anything.
2,000
Yeah.
followers, because I checked Etherscan. There was like 10 different buys for like few thousand. And actually, the slippage on Uniswap is so strong if you don't have many holders, because when you look at call, right, collect.
Yeah, but nobody buys on Uniswap margin. You buy on
Actually,
OKEX.
there was 15 buys on Uniswap, and because the ones that you can collect, and
Yeah.
this is so that's what
With
actually I
great
believe
power
happened.
comes great responsibility,
Because
I
look,
guess.
Yeah, hey, but at least I don't shill trash. At least it's a good
yeah,
project.
like it's.
I mean, bro, at
yeah.
this point in time, I actually like the market. I'm very much in the same spot as Martian is. I think the market is so crazy. I don't judge
Yeah.
anything anymore. I don't like. To me, it's now all versus all. It's just like everybody is just trying to make as much money as possible right now. And if your greed makes you lose, then then it's your own problem.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
true.
as harsh as it sounds, and as much as I hate when I read these comments of people thinking they can like feed a 4-head or 5-headed family with like one NFT project and the future utilities of it, if you lose, it's your own problem.
I told that to Margin, man, about the YouTuber who's selling his NFTs for 60 million, man.
And he's not the only one. He's not the
Yeah.
only one. I don't judge him at all. To be honest, I was thinking a lot about it today. If I was in his position right now, I would do the same thing.
You heard that, Margin? Look, your friend even would do it.
I would do it.
He would do it. What are you gonna say, Margin, to him? You're gonna make video on it?
I had a really long time discussing this with Martian, and Martian's video was actually really good because he not even once like said any wrong things about
Can I
this
say,
guy.
Pedram, what you said?
What did I say?
Pedram said if that would be him, he wouldn't limit himself to 10,000 NFTs.
Yeah,
He
no,
would have no limit.
I told him
He
I
would
would make the most money. I would
Ultra Ponzi scheme.
listen. I would do a Dutch auction starting at 10 ETH, going down to 1
Wow.
ETH, and then I would do unlimited NFT. Because,
Yeah.
dude, if you're already putting yourself in that kind of situation, then why the
Fuck
fuck
it.
not?
because he
Like, why
said
the fuck not?
whether you kind of do a kind of fraud for 65 million, there is no why would you do it already for 200 million? Because if you're gonna ruin your life, you ruin it with no matter what. So you should go as
I agree
far
with
as
everything.
possible.
I just want to say I don't think it was fraud, not yet.
Yeah, not but
But
yeah.
I think the most problematic thing that this journey guy did is he is promising future utility that is going to be valuable, and I think just that wording on the website is very, very dangerous. Except than
Creates a
that, I
security.
think you can go. Yeah, exactly. It creates a security, and then you, especially if you're in the US, you get fucked very hard. So don't do that shit. But if, for example, what Kale did, he sold private access to a Discord, sold
It's
$9
Kale
million.
show, the Kale show. Yeah, the Kale. I'm
I
just saying.
believe Kale did it better than Journey did it, because at least like from a law perspective, he's more secure. Same
Yeah,
thing
because he
you
did
can
the
see.
NFT. Is shitty
And here's the
NFT.
thing, Kale at that moment had 50,000 followers. Now go to Kosher Plug on YouTube. This guy, he started his channel on October 3rd. His first video is even still up there. Like, he's even talking, hey, this is my first video, blah, blah. He had a couple of followers on Twitter, started YouTube, now has
Oh, wow.
13.9K views. This guy sold his NFT project for over $10 million.
Yeah, it's the
45
guy
days,
started.
45
gonna
days is in
share.
the market.
I'm gonna share. So this is the guy, and he started YouTube month ago. Few videos. He made 10 million. Yeah. This one.
He sold 10,101 NFTs for a price of 0.25 to get access to a year-long membership of his Discord. If you want to renew, you have to pay 0.15 ETH.
Yeah.
But
So
Pendulum, should I hate this guy or should I respect this guy?
No.
To be honest, this guy a hustler, man. what can I say, man?
100
okay, Red Eye is
100%
changing. Red Eye is
respect him.
changing.
No, I'm not
Red-
changing.
Red-
Listen, I'm
Red
not.
got
I'm just
idea.
saying, bro. This guy
No,
changed his
he's
family,
doing
man.
business.
Yeah.
Look, I give you the perfect example. A lot of people out there, right,
No, I'm
have
not changing.
Patreons, and Patreon is a very, very, very reasonable way for a creator to fund themselves and fund what they do, because everybody can decide on their own terms if they want to join his Patreon or not. Okay, what is a Patreon usually? Like, if you look at the biggest Patreons, right, it's usually $99 a month. Okay, if you look at a bunch of people, I'm not gonna name anybody here, but I've been part of Patreons myself. I paid hundreds of dollars a month for Patreons. Okay, now calculate that up. In a year, right, you're paying $1,200, right? If you're selling right now a NFT for 2.25 ETH, right? Which, let's be fair, if you're paying in ETH, it feels like play money. It's Fugazi. We don't care. You could make it 1 ETH, we would still be paying it.
Margin's
right?
going crazy, Pedram. Look at him, man. He's becoming
Look.
more mad than you talk. When you talk more, he's gonna become more mad.
Look, it's $1,075 for a year-long membership. It's cheaper than the Patreon, so why not do it?
Look at Margin Pedram. He's tired.
No,
he cannot take it anymore.
Martian, to be honest, if you want, I'm helping you. Let's set up your Discord. And,
no,
drop your
what
NFT
I'm
tomorrow.
thinking, because Reda has like 2,000
I will never
followers
do
on
NFTs and
Twitter,
all that stuff.
and Reda is like soon 10,000. Like maybe
No,
Okay.
10,000?
Reda,
Not so fast.
Reda, Reda,
No, no,
10 million. 10 million. Do you know? Do you know
10
how
million?
many?
Are you crazy, man?
Do you
let
know
me
how
reason
many?
with
Margin, if I get
Reda.
10,000, I promise you, you'll have 5,000 followers. I will say follow
Reda,
Margin.
do you know how many mortgages you can pay back to your parents? How many house
No,
mortgages?
I never sell my
You
soul,
can
bro. I'm
they
a
can
Muslim.
they can get
No,
a
no, no. I'm
house.
a
They can
bro.
get
I'm a
mortgage
Muslim,
every
bro.
month,
No, no.
and you can keep
Reda,
paying it.
No, in my grave, there's no money, nothing, man. Only my deeds, so I
okay,
cannot do that
Reda,
stuff. Yeah.
I actually don't know about your cultural things or anything, but let me just reason with you from a entrepreneurship standing point, okay?
Yeah, look at Margin. Look at
You have
Margin bedroom. Look at him.
look, you have an audience, right? That appreciates your opinions on the market, right?
Mm,
And it's a lot of work for you to put all of that out, right?
yeah.
So they really want you to put that out. But if you keep putting that out, right, without doing anything else on the side, then it's getting very hard for you to sustain that. So that audience is willing to pay you so you can have a lot of time to educate them on the matters that interest them from your standing point, right? So now, for example, let's say you open a Patreon or a private group or something, and you charge a small fee of 10 to a
Margin, no,
hundred
bro.
dollars a month, right?
Yeah. Mm.
And a small community of people decides to fund you to get even more information out of you. This way, you can sustain your life, spend that time into the research, and give back to the people. It's a value exchange. You're
But
doing a service for them.
I already work with one YouTuber. He became a really good friend of mine, and his community is for me like like family. I helped them since the summer, and really, man, some guy paid
Right.
for his mother's surgery, for example. The other guy went first time on vacation with his family. So those things, they really they drive me and they motivate me.
How's that YouTuber making money?
Well, we sustained the Discord. He's compensating me really well. But I know where you want to go. But I'm at the moment I follow my degree. My
Okay.
master degree. I'm gonna finish next summer, and
I'm
after my
not
degree,
saying you
maybe.
should do it. I
No,
just
but
want to
I know
open
what
up
you
people a
mean.
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
more
but yeah,
to the
but why
idea
not?
that this is not scam.
Yes, but okay, but I will only open a Discord or a Patreon, and I said this on my Twitter when we are in a bear market. Then I want to do it, not in a bull market. I
Why?
want to be a
Why?
challenge because I want to have a challenge
Why do
because
you want to
every
make it
idiot
hard
can.
on yourself?
Why
Why
not,
do you
man? I
want to
like
make
it
it
in a
hard on
bear market.
yourself?
I want to be in a. I want to
It's
open it in a
it's
bear market.
like it's like literally you telling yourself, I want to do an e-commerce store
I will watch that.
selling bikinis in the winter.
Because I will
This is
tell you
literally
why.
what you're telling
No,
us
no, no, no,
because
no.
you want to make it hard on yourself.
No, 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 bro. Look,
This is
my
literally what you're
specialty.
selling to us.
No, no, no. My specialty is in a bear market. Actually, I get more demand in the bear market than in a bull market, man. Not in a bull market. Everyone can
If
open a group
if
in a bull market, man. I don't do that. I will never do
I
that.
mean, that's fine if you don't want to allow yourself for that thing, but
Yeah, but
I
I'm not
don't
in a
see
rush
anything
for
wrong
the
about
for
it.
those. I've no, but I know. But you have to tell because Margin has another view on this. But Pedro, may I ask you, like, do you also have like a following and stuff, or no?
Um, I I am
Pedram is behind the
starting
scenes.
to.
Okay, for
Behind the
who?
scenes, man.
I've been a lot behind the scenes. I built up a lot. But I'm realizing that I want to do media. Media is like if you have your own reach, if you have your own awareness, um, then that's the easiest way to justify value to the market. That is something that
Okay,
I
but
had to
in this
learn.
space, do you want to stay in this space or move on from this
Mm,
space because you want to work in media, right?
no, media for me is, for example, doing a podcast, having a
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
channel, having a
But
Twitter
focused on
channel.
what? Like
That
focused
is
on which subject?
um, personally, I feel like NFTs fit me the most, just because, and Martian knows that I was very early in NFTs. I was
Mhm.
trying to convince Martian even back then to buy punks when they were at like
No
Yeah.
way,
very
Martin. You
low,
said no, bro.
Yeah.
Why you don't tell
very
me,
low.
Pedro, man? Why you don't tell me? I would
Like
buy it, man.
they were
Let
like
me
they
guys.
were four-figure USD. Like it was very.
Wow,
I
that's
was
crazy,
I
man.
was talking to G Money on Twitter. I was talking to Gary on Twitter. Like
Gary Fee?
I was very early in NFTs. Like very early.
And we
Um
ignored. I ignored Petra
and
because I didn't know what is NFT. So
yeah,
it was early this year, right? It was NFTs. It was much cheaper. By the way,
last year. It was
Oracle is
last year.
here bringing the Lambos, and some people don't like the Lambo rhetoric. I leave it to others, right? But Pedro was coming, and I think the punks were $10,000 was around that because that
It
was
was a
like
little bit lower. I told you. I
maybe.
think it's $7,000. Then I told you at $14,000.
And I
Then
thought
at
it was crazy to pay
32,000 or something.
for
Yeah.
the image. I completely didn't understand the NFTs, and you know, it was just going higher. It was going crazy. Then we had the NFT bubble, and also before that, Pedram was talking to me. Actually, Pedram introduced me the Laxo token. Was the blockchain
Yeah.
project that I really like. Reda, you can look into Laxo actually. Like
I
it's
know
not shilling.
Luxo. I know Luxo. I know Luxo. It's an old
So
coin, right?
I think it will be very big in the NFT space, and Pedram was very much
But I
into
think
it.
it's
And
like a
yeah,
long. It's a long play. Like
I'm
it's a
actually
2024 thing.
I actually went for this metaverse play on the call. Why? Because they have a license. They have a partnership with TUI. You know, did you guys watch Dragon Ball Z ever?
Yeah.
I love Dragon Ball.
So they have
Oh,
official.
did you watch Dragon Ball ever?
Oh,
No, I'm too old for that.
Yeah, you are because I was speaking to Pedram
You're
recently.
never too old for Dragon Ball.
I mean, I just missed
wa-
it. I mean,
Just watch
No,
Dragon Ball Kai. It's
but
HD quality and it's a little bit shortened, so it's not like too much filler. So
no,
it's
but
good.
I think it will be hard because Pedram said he watched it as the adult and it was shit.
yeah.
it was
So
shit.
I
It's the most
think
watched anime in the world, man. What the hell? It's
By
I
the
watched.
way,
right?
Yeah.
Reda,
I mean-
I reached out to every Dragon Ball Z artist on Instagram to start the Dragon Ball
But Petram,
themed NFT, but
yeah, but
none of
bro,
them are available.
I know, but this
Fucked up.
project collect, they're gonna have it's like a card collection based. You know, you
Guys.
click NFTs. Yeah, bro. Let me finish this.
Let him finish, man.
Yeah, I have many questions and I want you people to
No, let him
respond.
finish.
Yeah, okay.
He wants
okay,
to
go
say
on,
that
go on.
Dragon Ball is going to partner with these people.
They
That's-
are. They
if-
are partnered with TUI. You know, the owners of One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and Digimon. They're gonna release their own card collection on their platform. That's what I want to say.
I'm
And that's
seeing
why I
that
bought.
they're partnered with Power Rangers as well.
As well, yeah. I
think
mean,
that
when I
could be
saw
big
this,
as well, yeah.
but when I saw this, plus they had the high tier VC buying them, I said this is underrated, man. Plus metaverse, nobody talking about this, only about Star Atlas and all the other ones. I said, yeah, this is an opportunity for me and my people. You know, people that are
But-
following me.
How is Vivi doing?
VV.
Um,
VV, yeah. That's I think every metaverse now is up like 100 times, man.
What
It's
what
hard
is
to
the
find.
token called for Vivi? I don't
Is it not
find
Omi,
it.
man? Omi isn't Omi not the...
Omi?
I think Omi, yeah.
Dude, I knew about Ikomi so early.
Why you
And I
don't
was
tell
telling
me? Don't tell
everyone-
Margin. Tell me, man. He doesn't. He doesn't buy your. He doesn't buy no
But-
NFT.
I don't
But to
listen
be
to
honest,
Pedram ever.
if
Why,
Ever.
bro? Listen to Pedram. He's smart, man.
listen, Reda, Martian doesn't listen to me. I don't listen to him, right? But the problem is we also don't listen to ourselves. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
for example, like Martian has given me like calls, right? Where I'm like, nah. For example, you know Cadena?
yeah,
A
yeah. Of
month
course,
ago,
I got
a month
Curedo.
ago, or even a little bit earlier, Martian was like, "Guys, look at Cadena."
Yeah,
we
I
were all
actually
like,
shield.
"Nah,
I
fuck
actually
that."
shield Kadena very
Imagine we
very
talked
early.
about Cadena, man. In the summer with a Curedo. Curedo, look what they did. 80
Yeah,
cents
but
to
I
$9.
mentioned Kadena before the first bubble. It was like February or something like this.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's a
he
good
mentioned
project.
it so early.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Like
it was
he
a good
mentioned
project.
so many things early, but he never bought himself.
Never.
Same thing
The
with
same. The
me.
same with Secret. The same with Secret was like
I was just going to make
Secret,
that point that you turned me on
Yeah.
to Secret a long time ago, and I got it in $1.80, and a lot of Mina protocol.
4x,
You also made a bit,
5x, 4.
yeah, 4x.
But
I
why
think
you
you made a
don't?
lot of good calls.
But why you don't buy margin? I don't understand. Like
I don't have
you know
money. I am.
you know
No liquidity.
yeah, but he
I,
bought
I
wrong
have all
coin.
cash.
staked. I have all staked. Is I have few projects. So it's
similar
like
to me.
yeah, I would add money,
I only hold 4 tokens. So
but
yeah.
I'm also I might look like a degenerate, but I'm quite careful. I have crypto money, I have stock money, and I have a little bit liquid money for my travels and spendings, and I manage that. If I save, like let's say, then I get 20K, I can move it to stock or crypto. That's what I do. But like if at this moment I'm not liquid, I'm not doing it because it doesn't match. Like my calculations. So, but I'm saving a lot because I live with the parents, so it's fine. My mom cook for me. It's all great.
Let me
30-year-old man.
look for this question. Why?
Also, let's be honest, Martian. You did degenerate moves and you lost a lot. So
Oh, I
that's why
actually
you're not
do.
doing it
Like
anymore.
That's
everyone
normal. We
knows.
all do.
Everyone
We all
knows.
do.
Yup.
Okay.
Everyone knows that shit now.
He lost a lot on that, and I was like literally calling every day. I was like, please, Martian, please sell it
So-
already.
so I
And it
help.
was going further
Okay.
down.
70,000 tokens, and Yop is hitting 250 because it was listed on KuCoin, and Pedram say, sell it, and I'm like, no. We're going to the moon. And
You
then
gotta
Pedram,
imagine that's 170,000 plus dollars. That is like
Wow.
life-changing money.
How
That is
much
like
was
a
it?
lot of money.
How much?
Over $170,000.
Oh my
sorry,
god.
75,000 tokens. Yeah,
Margin, even now, bro, I sold
Even more,
my.
like $190,000, something like
I
that. Crazy number,
I
insane number.
I went down to like 20K when I got rid of
Wow,
this, or
bro, I don't want to laugh,
25K.
but that's crazy.
So yeah, around 150K down on this one shit. So I said I could
Wait,
probably buy
you
Lambo second
no,
hand
no.
older.
You invested 50K. You invested 50K.
Yes, and then I went to like so overall in crypto I put like 25K, and my top was at close to 300K. When I
Lambo.
had
He
Yop,
had
I
the
had
Lambo. He already had the Lambo in his
Man,
hand.
you could have reinvested that in the summer, and you could be a millionaire, man.
It's
Oh my
fine.
god. Yeah, but it's fine.
It's happened.
Of
Mistakes. We
course,
do
of
I'm
course.
not
mistakes.
gonna say how much I have, but I'm gonna say Martian told me at the same time he thinks we peaked, and I sold.
Yeah, that was
And he didn't sell. He put everything into Yop.
I'm like this. It's the same like Paul. It's the same like Paul told me I wouldn't be good trader. So it's the same. I will go to my channel. I think, guys, we might have peaked, but I'm staked. We might have peaked, guys, but maybe I can squeeze a little bit more because I'm
We're
greedy.
not. We're not peaked, man. But
Nah, we're fine.
but
Guys, just
maybe we're. But by the way, Moshi Pai, he's saying, why is this talk about who found the coin first? It's not about that, man. We're not talking about.
we're
who
not
got
looking
the-
for a coin.
No,
so
no,
we
no,
don't
no. He
care.
said that we are only talking who found the coin first, like he said with Kadina.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that, man. We don't care who found something
Right,
first.
Reda, Paul. Look, guys. I'm buying HDMI cable because can you see how sharp Pedram is? So like the camera. I'm getting myself because I have my DSLR here. I'm getting HDMI cable. I want to get the better quality of the live stream. And Reda, Paul, I would recommend the same
I
to
use
you.
iPhone, man. New iPhone I bought with crypto, man. I sold my crypto. I bought iPhone. My screen is good, man.
Get this light.
I feel like my
maybe?
quality is better than Reda's. Obviously, Pedram looks like the best here. I
Yeah,
did work
he's
on my lighting a
professional.
little bit this week.
He's
too. I tried to
he's
do my
YouTuber,
lighting
YouTuber.
a
That's
little.
why Pedram is YouTuber.
I think Paul, your perspective is not good, but your quality of
Yeah,
camera
it's
is really
like
good.
weird.
And Reda needs a little bit more light, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's more light.
Pedram, you must have a nice setup, man. Like you have a nice
I
chair and
do. I
stuff.
do have a nice setup.
But do you work for any like YouTuber or no?
No, I have my own business. I have an
Was it not
agency.
him, Margin, who worked with what's the name of the YouTuber, man? The Sheldon Evans guy. That was Pedram, right? We'll work with him, or am I wrong?
I'm friends with Sheldon,
Oh,
yes,
friends.
but
Oh, okay,
Friend,
okay. I thought
I
you.
don't. I no, I don't
no.
get paid or I'm not affiliated with
So
any
you
of the
just
content or anything.
you just give him
I
advice, right?
I am I'm his friend. Like even if you go on his YouTube channel, I am in some of the older videos
Yeah.
from New York. Um, so like if he needs help, like thinking about something, I can creatively help him think about
Well,
stuff.
what's your Twitter, so I can follow you?
Reda is
Pedro,
not so
it's
vocal.
mine.
Huh? Pedram?
Okay. Let me. I follow you. You'll find me because I know
Because I
how
want
Paul,
to
to
see
find
do you
you.
live
Martin how
alone?
many followers. Yes.
I live alone. Yeah.
I don't have many followers.
You should make one room, maybe like your bedroom.
There you go.
Transfer it into studio.
Yeah, I have a spare bedroom
Where?
that I don't use, but it's like another 3 or 4 feet for me to walk over there, and I just love being able to roll out of my bed and sit down right at my computer. But
This is
I'll
so
work on
bad
that.
for you. You
Yeah,
cannot be next to bed. You need to have your working space away from bed, because that's the bed is for sleeping. Is for your mental well-being. If you
that's
don't
right.
do it, you will get insomnia.
Where's Pedram? You didn't give him in.
I followed you. Just look in your
Oh, yeah. Paul,
notifications.
you also have a Twitter, so I can also follow you, man. Paul.
My Twitter,
Yeah.
I think I'm the Paul Morrell Show.
Oh, Paul Morrell
I-
show.
Yeah, my original YouTube channel was the Paul Morrell Show, but I got banned for doing crypto content or something else, and then I started a new one, the Nothing Show, but I left my Twitter handle the same since
Yeah,
at the time
Be
no one
honest.
really. Yeah,
Paul,
the Paul. I'm the PM Show 520 is my Twitter.
We make Paul
Paul-
famous. Make
Yeah,
Paul famous.
blow me up.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Paul was a spammer at first, and I was thinking, oh, is Paul spamming? Because I know you were banned, but
Yeah.
like I don't know why, because Paul comments under my videos are always like legit, like
Pretty
fine.
legit.
So I just don't.
Paul,
Well, again,
I
I
need
was
to
making-
ask you a question. How
Yes, sir.
much of your portfolio is in Dogecoin?
Not much. I would say less than
Percentage.
10%. Less than 10%.
Still too
I'd have
much.
to I know, but like I
No,
aped into Doge back in March. I had no idea. I mean, I knew what Bitcoin was in March. I had heard of it. I had heard about it back in 2012
So you are at the loss right now.
in my Doge, but yeah, everything else I sold Mana at a profit. I'm up huge in Crow. All of my Cosmos holdings are up, and overall, I'm definitely up. I sold Cardano at a big profit. I've sold a bunch of Bitcoin. I trade too. I'm up 7x on
Good
my
for
trading
you.
account.
Paul,
Okay.
you
Beautiful,
said I
man.
wouldn't be good trader. Why?
You're not a good trader. Look at where Bitcoin's at today. We're already back up to 59,000. Now I think we were at 56,000 when you called the top.
Oh shit! Yeah, we are, man. I didn't even see it. That's great.
Yeah, I'm up.
He didn't call the top. Let's be fair.
He did to me on Twitter. He said, I think
It might
we
be
topped.
And then
Yeah,
Paul
I'm up.
responded.
Margin is in.
Okay, I thought
And
he
so I was
did,
like,
yeah.
nah, I think we're going to be okay. And right
And
after
then
that,
I sent the same message to everyone. I think it stopped. It stopped.
Yeah.
Imagine
up
selling when Margin
18%.
told you so.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't think for Bitcoin, but like it looks, whether it dumps now or in 2 weeks, I still called it.
Yeah,
Right?
like Martian is one of the world will end tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
One day he will be right. Like one day
One
the
day,
Nah,
you
but
will see.
you're
over.
making a mistake, Martin. You
I
should
don't make
actually-
mistakes. I
you
don't
are,
make mistakes.
because
Let's
you
make
should-
it clear. I don't make mistakes.
Okay, but you should look at Ethereum, not at Bitcoin, because Ethereum is the one who is moving this market at the moment. If you look at Ethereum against
you
Bitcoin,
think Ethereum's dragging up Bitcoin?
yeah. If you have trading view, look at ETH against Bitcoin. It's
Yeah.
breaking I think a multi-year downtrend, and if that breaks, you're gonna see alt season. Yeah,
I'm
bro,
not sure, if
Martin.
it-
I
if-
hope
if
you cash
that's
out,
how
bro.
it works. I was
I-
actually maybe some of you can answer this. Maybe Martian, you have the more technical understanding of all of this. What
Martin, you're
happens
on.
to all of the Ethereum miners when ETH 2.0 comes? Like, are they
3
all going to
years.
switch to Bitcoin, or is that like
That's
even
it.
a
I
viable
think they lose
option?
the
Or
job. There's no
Mm,
mining anymore.
You can mine, man, and other layer ones. You have Solana. You can mine
Yeah,
there.
I
Avex,
actually don't think
Near
Ethereum
protocol.
miners mine only Ethereum.
No.
I think there is usually they mine Ethereum, Zcash,
hmm.
Bitcoin, and many others. Probably they're
With
like
many layer
different.
ones, man, you can mine. I mean, Ethereum is bad anyways. Look at the fees. Nobody using Uniswap, while people using it. But I mean, OpenSea and all that stuff. Everyone is going to
Guys, there
Solana.
is a question to you, and I keep viewing this, and you ignore what people say.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Question for the host.
I don't
Oh,
think.
sorry. Yeah, is the narrative moving from gaming? No, gaming is still there. But layer one, layer two is also stay there. I
And
do those
Oracle
projects.
said 7,500 first target, and then if to 25K.
25K, I don't know, but 7.5K is possible. Yes, ETH against Bitcoin, breaking that downtrend is huge. It is, and Oracle can
How much
approve
is
that.
gas going to be when Ethereum hits 25,000?
Of
I mean, how
course,
much will
Ethereum
it cost?
sucks, bro. Like Ethereum
I
is
mean,
bad,
I'm
man.
done with Ethereum. I
I'm
just
also
can't
done. I
stand
don't
it.
use it. I use Avex to swap or
I don't.
Osmosis. I use Osmosis to swap. So many Matic chain.
Yeah,
So many
same
other.
I
thing.
mean,
Yeah.
when Osmosis bridges to Polygon, I will probably get it in through the back door that way. But even getting to Polygon through Ethereum seems like you're making at least two trades. It's like
No, but you can
I'm
use
not.
Arbitrum or Optimism to reduce your fees. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Maybe that's something we'll have to brush up on.
Those are layer
I'll be-
two solutions for Ethereum at this moment. You have Arbitrum. If you use that one, you can lower the fees on
So I
MetaMask.
mean, that's my knock. That's why I hate transacting on Ethereum network. Is the gas fees just chews up everything. Makes everything really impractical. It's why I'm stuck in Hex because I don't want to pay the gas fees to take it out.
That's horrible, man. Yeah, ETH is stupid, man. ETH is
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
I
it's
would
great.
Why were
agree.
you
Conceptually, it's
next to
awesome.
begin with?
So
What?
would
Yeah, so I know.
Because I
would
wanted to know. It was seriously. It was like my first transaction on Ethereum. I just screwing around. Again, it's probably like not even 5% of my portfolio, but
Okay.
I have FOMO. I don't want to miss out. I hate watching coins that pump. When I see coins that pump that I don't own, I get all angry. So I just buy everything.
I agree. Like I think at 25K, the common person cannot use Ethereum because the fee will be like 2,000 at least
to run one
So
transaction.
that's the. But there was a claim in the comments that it won't matter because the institutions will buy. But like I mean, so what then? Like F will be bought only by the institutions, not by the people. And
Right.
here is that everything in 2018 was the F killer. Actually, we don't really talk about F killers, but because I often spoke about the opinion, I think there will be many blockchains connected to each other, not necessarily F killer. And I think the one F killer that claimed to be F killer, if killer, is ADA, and I think ADA will not survive.
No,
Maybe
Martin,
survive. Will be tiny.
why do you forget about ZK rollups? When they roll out, man, you don't even need layer one anymore. ZK rollups are much faster, more scalable, and they're gonna
So that's something
come
that
out soon.
Mana does. I'm not very experienced with that.
Yeah, you should search up as like ZK rollups.
So
and they will, yeah.
I think Reda is correct, but that's not how markets work. Because
the
look
moment,
at
no.
Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the shittiest project of them all, and it's still on number one.
Yeah, but it's Taurus
Like-
of value, man. Like, I mean that.
The
Yeah, but you left,
narrative
yeah, bro. But you left, but
bro,
you have El Salvador using it, so I don't know why you left, bro. But
You know how
that's
small El Salvador is?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's
Basically,
exposure.
the one neighborhood of Arizona has GDP of El Salvador.
Oh, doesn't matter, man. It's about they said fuck you to the IMF. They said we don't
Yeah.
need your money. Of course, look, it's small country, but it can like move like dominoes. Never know.
I think it's definitely also a step for them to get into the crypto thing. Maybe at one point they will change to something else. I think Ethereum 2.0 could be all of it. Like it could be a store of value and everything else. There could be other solutions that are even better, even faster, even cheaper. For example, Cadena or the rollups you talked
Petrov, you're
about.
getting hate by the way in the comments.
I love getting hate, man. I
What's
love getting
happening,
hate.
bro? Oh,
Who's hating me? Can somebody read? Martian,
Zaid Mir. He's saying it.
NFT
Martian, which
shilling
one
shit.
is it?
I
Is it
told you,
Zaid?
Pedro, don't show NFTs. It's worse than show the
NFT
coins.
shilling shitcoiner is shitting on Bitcoin. Okay. I mean, let's go around the table here. Like, who of you thinks Bitcoin is a fundamentally like solid project for the next 10 years?
Ah, depends on adoption, man. Depends on adoption, really.
All it has going for it is the
Name
branding, and
recognition.
that's and you, Reda, you are shitting on Ethereum, and you're saying there are better options. I'm saying there are better options in
At the
Bitcoin.
moment, yes. Before E 2.0 comes, I mean, they keep
Even
delaying it.
after E.220, right? Cadena is probably better than
I
Ethereum
agree.
2.0,
Look,
but
I
not as tested and doesn't have the same marketing or branding behind it. So yeah,
Cadena is like BTC, but then scalable. That's what it is. I mean, it's a proof of work, right? So
and
yeah,
Cadena
I
is
was
we
also
will have to
smart
surprised
see.
that Cadena
contracts.
is proof of work.
Yes,
I
proof of
was
work, like
surprised.
Bitcoin. Yes.
Utility doesn't always equate though to price performance. We see that with like Chainlink, where you know they're in almost every single project out there, but their price doesn't reflect that. That sometimes you just because the
I
project is
agree.
great and utilized doesn't mean that you're going to see the price action on the other end.
Yeah,
And
but Link is look, when you partner with Link, it's not as special anymore as it was, because the only thing that Link provides is that you can, integrate your data feed, so people can see your data on Link. Link also needs staking. They promising staking now for 2 years, still no staking. So people are getting desperate. But if Oracle's still here, my friend Kane, his name is Kane, he saw the chart on TradingView, Link against BTC, and Link is also looking very good on the chart. So Paul, if you hold Link, you're gonna
I
see
do
some,
hold Link.
yeah, Link
yeah,
against
Paul does
BTC.
hold.
Link against BTC. You should look at that chart. Looks very good. But fundamentally, yes, they have a lot of things to do still. Yeah. Someone asks, Zika rollers are not out yet, but when they're out, it's gonna be an issue for later ones. They're gonna be useless.
Yeah, there was people asking about ZK rollups discussion. I know only Mana work on this.
That's new
Zcash, I
technology.
think
Yeah.
Zcash work on ZK rollups. I think
I don't know.
Zcash discovered ZK roll. No, sorry, ZK Snarks is Zcash, but
No. ZK rollups, they are like they are like a layer two, so people can build on layer two, and more scalable than some layer ones we have right now. So it's gonna be like so, ZK roller is gonna be an issue
all right,
in
I
the
don't
future.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, you should do research on it, man. I am already preparing. You have some project like Loopring. Do you know Loopring? Loopring is
Loopring,
yes, it's ZK
I
roller.
Yeah,
heard
Loopring
before.
is solid.
Yeah, Loopring is ZK rollup.
But
Yeah.
Reda, I want to tell you that you put the list of over 70 blue chips, what you call blue
Yes.
chips,
Mm-hmm.
and I think 90% of them will go to shit.
We will see. We will see, man.
Because how many you can have blue chips? Like this
It's
is
too
actually
much.
altcoins, right? So I think you maybe too much extended your list, and I think what's the best, I don't know, maybe people like here, your viewers, right? Like if I say wrong, like you might disagree, because you made list of over 70 coins, not coins, 70 projects. I think you should take it and choose 10 best.
No, but it's not. Look, I made it, the 72. I don't tell people, hey, you should buy all 72. No. Out of those 72, I look for layer ones, like Anoma, for
I know,
example.
but
Yeah.
it's good to choose what's the most
Yeah, but that's for
promising of
them.
this
That's
list.
I
Yeah.
cannot spoon feed them.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Fair enough.
choose my own ones. I already told you which ones. People have to think,
Yeah.
use their brains and look at the list and choose. Well, there are 11,000 projects, and you're only seeing
Yeah.
72. At least they are backed. And yes, you're right. It's all speculation, but at least this speculation is backed, by investors that provide funds for these projects. And will the 72 go to shit? Hey, we don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
just
Reda,
think
by the
not all.
way, did you watch that part of the All In podcast? where they were talking about pump and dumping Solana?
Which one? Which podcast?
All
All in
in
pod.
is Chamath Palihapitiya and
The
others.
only thing I know that the supply of Solana is owned 50% by VCs. The supply of
And
Solana.
those are VCs. And did you watch them how they were talking about it?
No,
I
I
think
didn't. I never saw that
Because
podcast. Maybe link me.
I'm hearing you like talk a
they
lot
they
about
address
VCs.
it. They address it that they were just like it was kind of jokes.
Joking. It was just joking, right? It was
Yeah,
just
they address
joking.
it. It's like no, people make too much of it. Like we were talking about
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
off the counter sale, which is fully legal, right? I will search it, and but I will send you whole podcast and
Yeah.
Paul, do you watch all the podcast or no?
No, I'm just looking it up right now.
Do you like listening to rich people?
I
Oh,
suppose.
But what you mean
I
make
mean, I
fun of
like
it?
getting an opinion.
They made fun of
I like thinking for
Solana.
myself.
I understand what the issue
No,
is
no,
here.
no, no, no. They're all invested in Solana as
they
VCs.
all
Okay.
All of
invested in
them.
Solana and they start joking about some dumping or something like this, but they were
I
just
They
don't
joking.
I don't see any dumping. How much is Solana right now? Let me
No,
check.
they
no,
were
no.
not
They,
dumping. They
no.
said
207,
they
I
are
think.
not dumping. They were just
Ah,
joking.
okay.
They
So
were
I don't.
joking around about pump and
215.
dumping Solana.
yeah, and there
But
was massive backlash on that, but they were said, "Hey,
Yeah.
we were just joking." Like it's
It was just a
yeah,
joke. Just
yeah.
a
It's
joke, man.
I mean, yeah. This happens with a lot also with other projects. Look at ADA. Do you remember ADA, man? Charles Hoskinson dumping his ADA at $1 to 4 cents in 2018 margin.
yeah,
I mean, you were there in
yeah,
2017.
yeah, yeah. Ada,
Or
I was
ADA,
considering to buy Ada in
Litecoin.
March 2020 for three
The
cents. I
Yeah,
didn't.
Litecoin,
the
everybody
owner of
knows.
Litecoin, Vitalik dumping his ETH. I mean, this happens.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
normal. This is the world we
And
live in. Crypto.
that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like, as much as VCs are a good sign for projects being a little bit more tested and maybe a little bit more looked into, it's also the fact that these people have a huge, huge personal interest in making a profit on that.
Yes, but
And it's quite difficult to compete against somebody that is a whale.
I know. But look, that's why I tier my VCs, like high tier VCs, mid tier VCs, and low tier VCs, right? Because I don't only
These
look at
are high
VCs.
tier VCs, by the way.
Okay, can you name me the names of these VCs?
Um, I can try.
The Chamath and others. I think they
Chamath is
all.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
what is his name? Is it like
no,
Polychain
he
Capital or?
no, they are private investors, I think, and I think most of them got into Solana via other VC firm. So they own so they
Yeah,
bought a lot of, so they, so you see these VC firms like Polychain and others, they have stakeholders. So they are owners as the persons of stakeholders of these VC firms. That's how they invest. So they don't need exposure because the VC firm do it, and sometimes
yeah,
because as I know with this all in podcast with them was like, oh, it's actually the VC firm. I'm the shareholder invested in Solana. I didn't even know, but I'm billionaire. I have billions of
exactly.
Solana now.
Yeah,
So
Or
but
they
or
don't even follow that.
sometimes,
They don't
yeah, or
follow that.
sometimes their
Yeah.
venture capital is investing in another venture capital, and then
Yeah, that's how it
they,
works usually.
I
it's
mean,
like,
look,
yeah,
man, their past performance tells me everything. Before I look at the VC, even when I want to rate it, I look at a couple things. In how many projects do they invest? If they invest in too many projects, it's a shit VC. They just buy and dump.
I
But if you
agree.
look at high quality VCs like Pantera Capital, Polychain Capital, look at their portfolio. They maybe have 20 projects and they're all alive. Since for years they are all alive. Plus, I also look at token distribution, tokenomics. If it's a shit VC, look at Moonstarter. You know that coin, Moonstarter? Look at their
Yeah, yeah,
token unlock, man. Every month they dump tokens, they dump tokens. Look at Polychain Capital's token unlock. They don't need their tokens in 1 month. They need their tokens in 1 or 2 or 3 years, which gives me validation. Okay, good. Then I also want to invest in this because at least the tokenomics are safe. You need to understand these are long-term plays anyways. If I invest in Aleo or Anoma Network in the future, it's a long-term play. I mean, it's hard to
Right.
get those VCs behind you, and of course, Pedram, I agree with you. It's not always good if you have 100 VCs behind you. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
it's better to have VCs than no VCs. Otherwise, these
I
projects,
agree.
because I saw it in
No, it's
2018.
definitely a good indicator. It's a definitely a good
No,
indicator.
but Pedro, I saw
Um,
this with my own eyes in 2018 in the bear market. You know, and all these projects were hyped. They had no VCs, and then the money went. No money left. No funding.
yeah.
Nothing. So what you gonna do then?
I think maybe the major thing for people to realize is just like you can't get in one like all at once. Like you have to take profits on the way
Of course.
because otherwise, like you have no chance against VC funded projects.
Pedram,
It's like
what
almost impossible.
what do you hold? This people were
I'm
asking.
holding I'm holding 85% Luna.
Oh, smart man.
Uh,
Since when? Since which price?
dude, you don't want to hear the story. It's really hurtful.
What you mean?
I I tweeted I want to buy Luna. I have money staked. I have money landed on Anchor. Can somebody explain to me how? So guess who reached out to me?
Hmm. Whoa.
Do Kwon.
The
And
Wow.
founder
Do
of
Kwon is
Luna. Yeah.
like Do Kwon is like tweet like DM me. So I DM him, and then he explains to me how to do it. So I buy 56,000 Luna.
Wow. Oh my. If you stake that, the airdrops only would make you a millionaire. The airdrops only. Oh
No,
my
no,
god.
56,000 Luna in today's time, it would be around 2.5 million.
No, but Pedro, I mean, if you staked your Luna, you get airdrops, right? From all those
Yeah,
projects.
but
Pedram is
not
not
in the last
staking.
couple of months. Staking was very profitable in like the last in the like last 6 months before that, when Mirror and Anchor and so on happened. Alone because of that, you would have gotten like a 5x.
Well, Star
So
Launcher
here's the
did
thing.
okay, yeah, yeah.
So I was like, nah, I don't like how this is going. The market looks very dangerous. So I sell everything, and then it goes up, and then I'm like, shit, maybe it comes down again. Then it goes up, and I'm like, fuck, maybe it comes down again, and it goes up and up and up and up, and then I'm like, okay, fuck it, I buy it like 34.
At what price you
Um,
sold, by the way?
Probably like $10,
And which price you bought?
$9, something like that.
It's no problem, man. I mean, Luna's long
I
term.
mean, I missed worse stuff, but
We
yeah,
all
that was
missed
that. I
Luna.
think I think what pisses me off about this specific case is literally the founder helped me to buy
Wow.
it. That is like literally like what pisses me off the most, because like literally the guy behind it was like, yeah, here's like how you do it.
That's crazy
Uh,
because Luna
it's
is
actually
amazing.
it's actually less than 85%. I'm looking up Apeport right now. It's probably 75%. Then I have like about 15% Ethereum, about 5% of what is it? Bitcoin. Yeah, guys, I know I hate Bitcoin,
No,
but
it's
I'm
good hedging
still
yourself, right? I mean, it's a good
yeah,
hedge.
just a little bit. And then the rest of the 5% is in uh, it's guys, don't buy this, but Pylon. It's another Terra thing.
And
It's just one of like my lucky plays.
how much of your liquidity is in NFTs?
Oh yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, that was only that was only coin. Too much. The NFTs is too much.
But do you buy your NFTs or on Immutable X? You know, the layer two solution,
No,
or
no.
Solana, or
I don't like Immutable X. I just buy.
Guys,
I only buy Ethereum NFTs.
I don't want to ruin the nice atmosphere, but my girlfriend is waiting for me.
okay, cool, man. Then we have to
Yeah.
go wrap it up. Cool.
Reda, what do you think of D-Travel? And
Yeah, Dream Turbo. I didn't look into it, but I think it's gonna be the same as Tarvala. But these things you guys have to know is gonna be long term. It's 3 years before they use blockchain for traveling and all that stuff, man.
Guys,
Long
also,
term.
I wonder, should I change my YouTube name to Don Kryptonium?
What?
No.
Don
Because
Kryptonium? Why?
it's more crypto related. It's
For marketing.
you cannot.
Oh yeah, why not do it, man?
Don,
Yeah, sure.
Don Kryptonium instead of Marcin Mikus is like Marcin Mikus is not very encouraging name to check, but Don Kryptonium sounds like the knowledge, So I think
Dude,
that would be.
okay, I give you true feedback. If you're
Someone said
doing
that
it
show
because
sucks today.
Look
It's
what
not
you
a
did, Margin. People are already upset. People already upset.
okay, Martian, if
show
you're
was fun.
doing it only because Oracle hated on your name last time, please don't do
No,
that.
no, no.
But
Someone commented.
if
Someone
you're doing if you're doing it because you like it yourself, then do it.
Someone said to actually the fire it up. Someone else than you, and you're saying the same. People said to change instead of Marcin Mikus, Marcin Crypto. But I think so. It's so annoying because I would be just like Journey Crypto. So
Then you can maybe do like MRCN crypto.
wait,
Hey, that's cool, man. To be honest, that's cool. Yeah.
Size the day says the
Look at
I
this
need
hate bedroom. Look at this
I
guy.
need to plan out the show better, week show. Size the day. Just don't fucking watch it. Just don't
Yeah.
fucking watch it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not here to please you. I'm here talking to friends. Do you understand that?
Oh.
Do you think I'm a doll for you to please you? Dear Lord.
What did you say, bro? Polish bad words. Polish.
It's a fucking weak show. Slow. Like make your own show.
Yeah, yeah, Caesar. You come on the show. You are smart
Yeah.
guy. Come.
Yeah. Like lame.
Look at this
boring.
hater, man.
Look, shows lame, boring.
Who
I
who
don't
is
know, bro.
hating?
I don't know. This guy.
I don't know.
You're
You're not
I
pleasing
think-
anyone.
I think
Journey fan, bro. A Journey
No,
fan. I told you.
I think
Size.
he has valid arguments.
You
He's
sick.
being very reasonable. He's being very reasonable.
Fuck the host. Look, what the hell is this guy?
Bro, what did you do, bro?
Fuck the host.
I told you. Look. These haters come from Journey. I told you. Stop with the
I don't know.
drama. Stop with the drama.
Size the day. Where you? Who you come from? Like, I mean, how did you
It's
find
Journey,
this?
bro. They come
this
from Journey.
channel?
The
I
fanboys.
think I think that's Journey in disguise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. These people you
Yo,
will come.
Tony,
Margin.
Tony, all love, Tony, man.
Ah,
all
they
love.
said this
I
is
would do
the
the same. I would
they
do the
say it's
same, man.
Oracle. They say it's Oracle. That's
Who cares?
it's fine.
It's not Oracle, man.
But let put it. This
Lol,
this is for
Argentina.
me.
What is happening?
I don't know.
No, but he's right, Margin. Maybe next time, we should do podcast. Hey, I'm open for it, man. But we
yeah,
should talk
but
about
I
more
don't
stuff.
like to plan it. I like to hop on. Paul, did you watch more Hamilton Morris?
I did. I watched all of episode or season 1. It was pretty good.
Oh, you told me. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I enjoyed it. The zombie episode I could have passed on, but all
the season 1 is actually like so the season 1 is not the one where he's in the jungle, right?
yeah, the Sapo Toad. That was the first episode where he travels to the Amazon and
yeah.
spends a
So
week
that was
looking
he was
for it.
much younger. It was
Yeah.
it was very different. But I like if you have time, season 2 and season 3, there should be somewhere on YouTube or torrent like. Season 2 and season 3, I really enjoyed this one,
I'll
especially
check it
season
out.
2. I think
Because I know he gets into the 5-MO, the 5-methoxy, which we'll have to discuss
it's
at a
a
later
lot.
date. But
It's-
I've had some experience with the 5-methoxy, and it's pretty crazy.
5-MeO DMT, 5-MeO DMT.
It's like experiencing brain death.
Yeah,
without
so
having to
there
die.
is whole episode of him going to Sonoran, like the to Mexico,
The Sonoran to
and
Prague.
in
No, we have
the
him here, yeah.
season. In
Sonoran.
the
Hey, guys, I
season-
have to go, man.
Me
Peace.
too, all of us.
Because
Yeah.
Paul, I'm sorry to interrupt, man, but I want
No,
to talk
it's
with you
fine.
again, man. Be with us on the show again, man. You're very
Yeah, we'll
interesting
do
guy.
it.
So
We'll do it again. We'll get a little more
Yeah.
organized. and make it-
Reda, thank
Yes.
you for coming today.
Yeah, and Margin, be more positive. Don't say all speculation. Let's make money, bro. You sometimes it's
I
crypto, my
agree.
brother. It's
Yeah.
crypto,
I
man.
agree,
You know,
bro.
Yeah.
sometimes Margin makes me depressive. He makes me think about this space, and I want to quit,
I
sell
think I
everything.
make everyone depressed. I actually have quite depressing the personality. If
That's
you
Pedram, he
that is
PMs me.
actually
Pedram, like in Twitter, he tells me, yeah, it's it's speculation. Nothing is blue chip, bro. I want to sell everything now. Yeah, I don't.
dude. Listen, the only reason why I'm friends with Martian is he humbles me every time. I'm like,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, let's go, let's go, let's buy, and he's like, no, no, no.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
That's true.
we all
Yeah.
We
gonna
need
die
one
tomorrow
reasonable.
anyway.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
We
You
need
see, you
somebody
see.
that's reasonable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what's a good call, man? Thank you, man. Paul,
Yeah.
have a good one, man.
Thank you guys.
Take care,
Peace.
man.
Have
Peace
a
out,
good
man.
day. Happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
we all leave.
Happy
We all
turkey.
leave. So okay. Thank
All
you
right.
everyone for coming.
Yeah.
And
Bye bye.
good chat. Long time. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Peace
Thank you
all.
for hosting, Martian. Bye bye.
Yeah.